Hello. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to my second ever companion stream here with the Disc Golf Network. And I got to start off with a massive shout out to Mr. Matt Graham. We're here in the Staggered Stance studio. Matt, what's up? He's just above and beyond making things look professional and organized. I just absolutely love it. Thank you, Matt, for hooking me up here.
Welcome to the studio. Last time we did a live stream, it was with you doing Mario Kart. So now,
yeah, we did do at some point we did a companion stream. I don't remember what, last year or 2 years ago. It's been a while. But I'm just excited, you know. I have a new baby at home. I don't really get to do many things outside the house right now. So shout out also, first of all, to the wife who's tackling a newborn and a 2-year-old boy all by herself tonight. So that's going to be a first and interesting to see what happens. I have my phone here just in case. But no, I'm just excited to sit down, watch some disc golf. We're here at the Portland Open. One of my favorite tournament wins of my career. And of course, it is a bit sad that I can't be there, but these guys are here and I'm excited to watch and just check them out. Cool featured card. We have Adam Hammis. We have Calvin Heimberg. We have Linus Carlson representing Europe. I love it. And then the fourth guy, I think, is Gannon Burr on this card. Hopefully we get to see some Eagle McMahon action. Always excited to check that out. And I'll just let the master of ceremony take over here for the player introductions.
If people think it's too loud, let us know in the chat. We're trying to monitor it. Thanks for your help.
Adam Hammis, defending champion. Pretty much his highlight of last year, I'd say. I think he would agree. And he's been a bit up and down this year, I think. I haven't seen him on coverage too much. I don't think I've played at all with him this year yet. But also, quick shout out to myself. I'm averaging about 4 hours of sleep currently. So if I talk gibberish and if I'm totally wrong with a statement, then cut me some slack, because my brain is just running on reserve. But I'm so excited to be here. Let's start off with a big cheers. Cheers to Disc Golf Network for setting this up as well, the Pro Tour. Pretty awesome. We have some guests today coming in. Casey White is getting ready. He just finished his round. I gotta look at his stats before anything, really. But let's not miss Calvin Heimberg. Maybe the favorite to win this week. Might be on the top of my list of favorites. And that looks perfect. I've played this course maybe a handful of times. I don't think too many changes have happened. And that is pretty good. That right side is very tricky. It's kind of the safe play. But he'll have a chance for birdie from there. Long sidearm or like a big force over mid. Nice.
All right, hearing Gannon announced, was that better audio for the live audience? They said it was a bit loud. I think we might have fixed it. So
it was a bit loud on my end too. I turned my headphones down basically all the way.
Good.
Yeah, we're learning. We're also doing a live stream, by the way, for the final round on Sunday. That's going to be on Disc Golf Network's channel. So this is kind of a test run, and Matt will get everything figured out. He's a total pro, if you can't already tell, but sometimes it might take one round of practice. We'll have it all figured out.
I'll take the compliment, but it's too nice.
The junior boy champion of the
Totally missed Gannon's shot. Already missed a shot. 3 shots in, already missed one. Not a good start. But I wanted to look at Casey's round.
Go ahead. I'll take you down.
Scores. Wait, can you do this too?
What?
Oh, you're going to commentate for me?
No, I just took you down so you can, you don't have to look at the camera.
Oh, yeah, guys. You can just enjoy the video without looking at me. How fun is that? Linus. Nice little air bounce. That's kind of what he does. He kind of brings his elbow down low and pops the disc up with a bit of nose up, and that's what can happen sometimes if you don't fully commit or you choose the wrong disc.
Please turn off
That faded out OB early for Linus. But I was just watching AB's first shot as well, and he shanked his forehand straight into the out of bounds to start off his campaign for the week, so that's an interesting start. Maybe the most epic putt of last year. Holy moly, what a shot. I was standing like right next to him too. That felt good for Hammis. Oh yeah, Austin Turner caddied for him all week. That's right. There he is, defending champ. Shout out. All right, let's see what Casey White did here. Scrolling. The more I scroll, the less happy we are, obviously. I'm still scrolling. I must have skipped him, hopefully, because I just saw Eagle. He's at 1 over through 2 holes. Not the start he was looking for, or me. Wait, I still don't see Casey. I must have missed him. This is my first time looking at this on a computer screen, so I'm not used to this. All right, we have Randon in first, tied with Humphreys. Wow. 7 down. That's solid. Luke Humphreys bogey free.
What? Man.
Ooh. Luke Humphreys and these golf courses, man. There's something. Like, he loves golf, so maybe he just feels extra home on these disc golf courses. All right, let me find Casey White. I'm already distracted. I'm not a pro. Here, Casey White tied 19th. Shot 63 under.
63 under par?
63. No, he shot a 60. And par is 63, so he shot 3 under, 1032 rated, so that is very good. 3 bogeys, pretty clean. He's tied with Kyle Klein, Andrew Marweed, Mason Ford, Paul McBeth. He actually played with Paul McBeth, and they tied, so that was probably a fun battle, kind of, sort of. All right, I want to watch some disc golf. I need to relax. It was a busy day. Every day is busy right now.
Relax. Do you want the stream so people can talk to you, chat with you, see what you think?
Oh, yeah. Let's look at the chat here for a bit. Why not?
You don't have a keyboard, so just put it that way. You can respond audibly.
I just got a text message from Joey Tamale, who's also out here playing. Let's see how he's doing. And I promise, guys, I will watch the coverage eventually. I'm just getting a bit situated here, trying to find out what's going on in this course. Joey. Oh, he's face palming. That means it can't be great. There he is. 6 over through 10 holes. Joey, what are you doing, man? Be better. Simple as that. Joey, great guy. Shout out also. Helps a lot with MVP Media. Solid player. He really has what it takes. He's just kind of struggling to put it together right now. All right, we have Aaron Gossage. This is a fun little hole. Wow. What a shot. Bullseye's edge. What baskets are these, Matt? Do you know?
I don't know. They're yellow. Is that latitude? I think it's latitude 64.
I wonder if they're newish. Here, this is that forced over mid-range I was talking about. Tricky shot. It looks like it's a bit breezy out there. Portland weather, you know, that northwest. You never know what you're going to get.
Some of the FPO players said it was a little cold this morning. They're hoping to play good to get some afternoon or at least later morning rounds. Do you remember it being cold there when you were there last?
Thinking about the 5 weeks that I've just had, I can't remember anything in my life that's ever happened.
Which brings up someone in the chat asked,
Wow.
why aren't you playing? I mean, congratulations, man. I know it's really busy and crazy, but congrats on the new addition to the family.
Yeah, I just see Patrick McMahon in the chat.
Yes.
Is that Eagles' dad?
Assuming it's accurate, he jumps in a lot. That is Eagles' dad.
We love to see you, Pat. Hopefully Eagle gets off that bogey train quick. This bunker on Gannon's left here is one of the most epic bunkers ever. It has like 4 random slots of rough in the bunker. It's just awesome. That's a great shot. That basket is positioned on like a sneaky little mound with a bunker right behind it. And I think Gannon is on the good side where you're not having a death putt. So If that was intentional, that was well done. Brandon Lotta, leader. He's on hole 18, the par 5. Oh, no elevated basket this year. Hole 3 for birdie. Looks like 40-ish feet. Is he going to step her? Or is he just inside? Oh, I think he's just inside. Is that little flag right there? Great putt. I think he was just inside like a foot.
Look at that Columbia sponsorship. That looks kind of new. That raised basket sponsor pyramid, whatever.
Shout out to the sponsors. Also, let's just say shout out to Glendoveer Golf Course. Like, what is that venue? It's like the sickest place.
I was just going to ask you, explain it to us as people who have not been there, because we see it and I think it translates pretty good. But
it translates pretty good, you know. It looks magical on camera, but when you're there and just walking, you're so close to downtown Portland. Galleries are great out here, you know. Obviously, that area has a ton of disc golfers, a ton of great disc golf courses. Always been one of my favorite places to go play and visit. Just absolutely love that area. And this might be my favorite venue in the world. Just those massive pine trees are so epic. The rolling hills. You get some sick views also on this course. It does not get much better than this.
Are these bunkers playing as hazards or OB?
They have in the past. I'm not 100% familiar with if there's any changes, but I would be very surprised if they change anything. It's probably just hazard. You just putt from where it lies with a stroke.
And putting greens like all the time?
They're straight OB.
Yeah. Okay. What do you think about Gannon's season? I mean, AB came out so hot. Now Gannon has been a little bit more consistent than Calvin as of late. You're obviously in contention for Player of the Year, always.
No,
but
not really.
But I'll just say it. But at this point, do you see it as a 3-person race right now, or 4 people? Like, do you have any thoughts on that?
Yeah. Calvin obviously is catching fire recently. AB had an insane start. Gannon has been pretty much top 3 guy for the last, I don't know how many years, like 2 or 3 years at this point. So, yeah, it seems to be a 3-horse race. You can't really argue that. But Gannon, for me, I might give Gannon the nod right now just because he's like the consistent freaking guy. And what I've noticed about Gannon's game, what I always used to think about Paul Macbeth, like in Paul's prime, like 6-7 years ago, when I would play with Paul, and it would look like he would play kind of average, almost kind of crappy, he would still be on top. He would still be top 10. He would still top 5, sometimes even still win. And it just looked like he wasn't doing anything well or like he wanted to. And that is where Gannon is right now, where I just watch him play, and it just kind of seems like, oh, spit out here, spit out there, kind of him complaining about a lot of shots, going OB here, getting a break there, and just kind of scrambling together these rounds. And he's always there. Like, it seems like no matter how, quote-unquote, bad Gannon is shooting for his standards, he's always right there. And I think that is one of the biggest signs of someone who's just one of the greats. So I have to put Gannon on top of my list right now as best players. We have AB, I think, has maybe a couple of advantages over Gannon. Like, AB is a bit faster, potentially a bit stronger, throws the disc forehand and backhand probably a bit stronger and further. But you know, distance, when you're talking Gannon Burr distance, like, that's more than you need. So that extra 50 feet that AB has, it's like sometimes puts you in more trouble than it helps you. Even though the Pro Tour and the courses we play often favor distance throws, of course, and the further you throw, sometimes the easier the course gets and you get in much better positions. Not going to lie, it's helped me out a couple times over the years It's just how it goes. Distance is always rewarded.
I know your brain's kind of swirling, you said, the last few weeks and even up maybe till today. What do you remember about the grass here? It looks like Gannon just got a pretty good skip. I know some courses play kind of grabby, Velcro. Do you have any recollection of this one?
I think this place is pretty skippy.
Okay.
Yeah,
Let's
this
see what
place
happens.
likes rollers. The grass is not really thick at all.
Well, I bet we see a big skip then.
But there's, of course, areas. Once you get in the deeper rough, you won't expect huge skips. But I think this is one of the skippier and rollier places. It's a beautiful golf course. Like, it's very well manicured. It's a beautiful, nice track. It might be one of the most fair courses we play, just because it's so predictable what's going to happen once your disc hits the ground. Because it's just so rare that we play on these in these perfect conditions when it comes to ground play. Bill is asking if I can remind everyone if when I'm back on tour. The plan right now is that I'm back for the Preserve, which is 3 weeks from now. So I'll be missing out on Beaver State Fling. I had some small hopes that I would be joining for Beaver State Fling, which is next week. But realistically, it's just not going to happen. Just too many things going on at home. And, you know, baby sleep is one of the big mysteries of the world that's unsolved on why, when, and how. It's been a bit of a struggle, but we're hanging in there. But I'm happy to be another 3 weeks at home. I'll get in the Preserve, Minnesota. Then a week off. My mom's actually flying in from Germany, which is going to be nice. Meet the baby, hang out with Emmett. And then I'm going to try to play Des Moines. Oh, Alden.
He has a round going too, huh?
Alden Harris tied for first with a whiffer. And that's a left side whiffer. That is not good. By that I mean, if you practice a lot and you're one of the top players like Alden is, missing left is kind of a bad sign. Probably overthinking some things.
I was just going to
ask He's playing well.
Yeah.
Thoughts start creeping up in your head. And yeah, left side is just an undercommitted putt, probably overthinking.
The cameras came out.
And now he has a little headwind, crosswind comebacker. Yeah, he doesn't miss 20 footers. He's too good for that. Great putt. Was that a par save? Yeah, it looks like it. Damn, Alden Harris, clean round. Love to see it.
What is it about this course that Hammes and Gossage specifically stand out year after year? Is it a forehand? They both have pretty good forehands, but I mean, they're excellent players too. We saw Gary Gerthy come down the stretch last year too, but what do you think it is?
That's a good question. It's a very good question.
Because
I see Aaron Gossage as one of the best throwers of the disc. So he's on a course like this, he's going to give himself a ton of looks. And if his putt is just a bit on, I see him like in contention on a course like this every time. Because his putt can be a bit streaky. His putt can cause him some trouble every now and then. But, man, if you're a really good thrower, forehand and backhand, and commit like Aaron Gossage does, you're going to get so many looks on a track like this that, yeah, you don't even have to take them all and you'll be right there. And Adam, I don't know. It's hard to say about Adam. I don't see him up there enough to really pinpoint on why this course works out for him. I guess Adam is better known for actually making putts. Yeah, so maybe he's just staying out of trouble, making his putts when he can. And I think last year Corey Ellis was also right there. I think we had a couple guys last year who could have taken it down. It was kind of a crazy who wants it the most showdown at the end.
Was that?
And 2 years ago when I won, I mean, Gary Gerthy had it in the bag. He outplayed me. I felt beat. And then he made a critical error on the last hole, and I was lucky enough to just lay up my 80-footer and tap in for back-to-back wins back then. It was so epic.
It was epic.
What a 3 weeks that was. We also filmed the Beyond Disc Golf shout-out episode between those two wins, at Lake Tahoe, so absolute killer.
The
Little
chat's
floaty
asking, and I'm looking myself in here to see, did Gannon go OB? Did he come back in bounds? On his drive, the forehand drive.
I'm going to focus on coverage now because I have not really been watching. And this is a stream of me watching. At least it's supposed to be.
How long do you expect a round like this to take? You're on, let's say you're a feature card coming into round 1. What are you thinking? You're like 3.5, 4 hours at Portland. Like, what are your thoughts? Or you don't even care? It's just the pace of play is what it is.
It is what it is.
Okay.
You know, with cameras and galleries, everything will always be slower. But you also have the gap between the last 2 cards. So you actually have like a 15 and 20 minute gap between the last 2 cards, which always gives you a bit of a buffer. They do that mainly for obviously streaming reasons and ads. They just want to make sure they have time and are not stuck in backups, which sometimes works better than other times. But hey, they're trying. You gotta like it. I wonder if Steve Dodge will join me tonight. He said he might. Ooh, Avery's texting me too. Avery Jenkins might join me to say hi. He just said that he's ready when we are. When should we get Avery? And I think we'll start with Casey White, who's going to be ready, I think, in a couple of minutes. And then I'll call Avery.
All right, so KC will be first. Let me get that set up.
I'm just going to text Casey real quick and ask him when he's ready. Because Casey White played with Paul Macbeth today, and they tied, shot a 10:32 round at 3 under par, which I'm sure he's okay with. He's probably not thrilled, but top 20 right now. My guess will be it will not stay in the top 20. Probably not. It's already not in the top 20.
Okay, I just realized you get to see a different feed than the feed's seeing right now. Just a second while I put in Casey's name. Sorry.
Are we good now?
Yeah. Whenever Casey's ready.
We'll see. All right, hole 3, Adam Hammis. This is probably an overstable fairway driver. At least that's what I was throwing back then. And that qualifies as very good. That'll be a tap-in birdie for Adam. Tricky little hole. This is one of those lines we don't throw too much on tour, where we kind of have to like force it over a bit and make sure we hit it flat with an overstable disc and even a bit of a turnover anhyzer angle. Calvin throwing more of a hyzer stand-up. Turns the camera, man. We gotta love it. But that's outside the circle. Yeah, that's a bit of a harder shot. I wonder why Calvin chose that line. I think that was probably an eagle. That's how he usually throws his eagles. I'm not sure. But he should just grab a Draco out of his bag and freaking huck that thing. I think he circle one every time. I should be his caddy. Shout out Calvin. Linus with the little hoverboard shot. Bit short. That's okay. I would say the line was good, a bit low. He will think to himself, that's okay.
What do you think? You just mentioned Gannon's probably your number 1. What do you think he's averaging as a finish this year? Because you have him doing pretty good. I have the number here. Just picking your brain.
What he's averaging?
Yeah, over the season so far.
3.8.
For a finish.
For a finish.
He had one off event. He's averaging 6th.
6th?
Yeah, but he's the best.
He's washed, folks.
But he's the best. It was his 10th place finish at Champions Cup that did it.
Okay. Well, we have Eagle McMahon on the show here. Let's go. Pulling his forehand out, and that is a sick forehand. That hole is not easy to get into circle 1 if it's the same hole that I played last year. Man, I'm very sad I'm missing this freaking tournament. Such an epic property. Alden Harris representing Discmania now. Switched from Prodigy last year with Gannon Burr over to Discmania. And Alden has had a bit of a slow start to his season. I'm sure he's still working on those discs, trying to figure out his bag. And for some people, it just comes much easier than others. We have a putter behind a tree. Okay. Who's that? Oh, Ty Love. I don't remember the last time I played with Ty Love. It must be years ago. But he shoots a 7 down. That's tied for the lead right now. Wow. Eagle. Oh, he already birdied, so this is for another birdie to get under par. Hell yeah, Eagle. Let's go. I'm rooting for Eagle again. Back on the team. Let's go. I love it. Let's see if Linus has. That was so beautiful. Oh, just put it on the line. Let the disc do the work. Float it on the pole. Man. Especially on an elevated basket like that, you just love to let that disc go and just instantly like see it. Like, oh, that's right in the heart. One of the best feelings in disc golf. Aaron Gossage. We've been talking about him. He's getting off to that start. When Aaron gets in the mix and when he starts getting those juices flowing, man, he gets dangerous. By the way, if you're watching this and you want to hear the real commentators, which I think is Ian Anderson, and who's in the booth with Ian this week?
I'm having a brain freeze because I just saw it before it went up too. Oh, Big Germ, I think.
Big Germ in the booth?
I think so, and I can't believe we're up against that.
That is a tough one to have people on this stream. But it's free on YouTube to watch on the Disc Golf Network's YouTube channel, Disc Golf Pro Tour's YouTube channel. Sorry. Or you can switch back and forth. Or you can watch both at the same time. But you got options. Shout out. Hell yeah. Round 1, always free to watch. Start the action. And then if it gets exciting, you have to watch the rest. That's how it goes. Looks like good birdie for Adam. And Gannon is just not happy with that one. That hole is a hole where you'd think Gannon would birdie every time because his natural line and preferred throw is exactly that shot. So he's probably a bit annoyed. Aaron Gossage. The only long sleeve on the course, I think. And pants. Oh, no. What did he say? Did you hear that?
I missed it.
That's a tough tee shot to miss. That is a big gap. Wow, he has a lot of hole left. I think that's the par 5, too. That's the uphill par 5? Yeah, that's hole 6. They're on hole 6.
Yeah.
That's
For
an 1,180-foot hole, and he just threw it 60 feet off the tee.
Here he goes again.
Oh, that sucks. This is also such a good birdie chance.
I was just going to say, that just takes away the birdie realistically, right? Like, he should be able to get the par.
Zero chance for a birdie.
But does it make the par somewhat easy once you do that?
No, because his second shot now is where his first shot should be.
Okay.
So if he plays perfect now, he gets a par.
Okay.
I wouldn't be surprised here to see maybe a little scare for Aaron early in the round after a 4 out of 5 start. Could be good for his round, though. A little reality check on hole 6. That sometimes helps. Get a good par save in there. Get the blood flowing. Get the heart rate up. Wow, Adam has a very American hat.
Yeah.
Ah, this hole. So this is an interesting hole. It's a very short par 4. It's actually reachable. And Adam is playing the semi-safe shot, which is basically stalling a distance driver out to the left side of that green. There is a bunker over there, and I'm not sure. I think he probably threw it past the bunker. He'll have a pretty easy layup for birdie from there. And Linus is playing the safe play, where you basically pitch up with a putter. Only like 150 feet, maybe 180 feet. Nothing really to the shot. But this hole tempts some people. And I think it might tempt Calvin here. If he has a destroyer in hand, he's going to send it out to the right over the water. Probably on a little hyzer stand-up, you know how Calvin does. And try to fade it in right to that slope where the basket is. And if he hits at the right spot, it won't skip on the green. Oh, okay. Cool
Looks
drone
good.
view. That's a miss of a shot and a kind of lucky result, but I'm not sure he can run that putt because it goes severely downhill after the basket. And I think he's just on circle's edge. We'll see.
So is it worth going for it then? Like, you're on tour.
I think if you're anyone but a top 5 player like Calvin is, probably a layup.
Let's see what Gannon does.
I think Calvin might run that putt. That's just like a Calvin thing to do. That looks crushed. He went long of the pond.
Oh, no. What is this, a sign?
I don't know what that is, but
Oh, no.
that is a smack of a shot.
That's
Wow.
the miss? Is that the miss you'd want to do?
I think Calvin's miss was a bit more of a miss that you want to do. You basically throw it as hard as you can just to make sure that if you miss long, there's really no trouble. I mean, unless you go all the way long to the path, but that is like
So where was Gannon according to that drone shot? Like,
he was like right, all the way
past
right
all that
of that
tree,
tree.
that bushy tree.
No,
yeah.
he's probably just right of that tree.
Okay.
I can't see the sign there.
Yeah,
The
I'm
sign must
looking.
be in the shade, right beyond the pond.
Okay.
But all 4 players in bounds, kind of 4 different looks too. This hole is cool. I'm honestly a fan of short par 4s. I think it is a fun, intriguing thing, risk-reward kind of shot. Oh, look, Linus playing the skip shot off the green. This is dangerous.
I love
Look at that slope on the basket too. Like if you miss high or miss right, your disc is gonzo.
Oh, does he feel good? He stepped down quick.
That's more angle than I liked. But yeah, got a good result. That was an interesting play with that spike. I thought he was going to play like more like a hover kind of floater skip. But no, chose a really overstable disc, kind of spiked it in, hopped over the OB line. Good enough. That's basically a tap and birdie from there. Interesting play. That disc could have done anything. Yeah, I would call that a bit lucky.
Wow.
Welcome to my studio, folks. Why am I frozen?
Why are you frozen? I'll have to fix that.
We're trying, guys. Still a cool
you're
studio.
frozen there too. All right, let me fix this.
Can they hear me at least?
Yeah. Just keep talking. I'll work on it. That's unfortunate. Oh, I got to do this again. There we go.
Can people hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Top of the leaderboard, looks like we have 4 people at 7 down right now, where Alden Harris is the only one who's still on the course. Speaking of Alden Harris, we have him right here on hole 16. What hole is this? Let's see if I can recognize this shot. Why don't I recognize... Oh, this hole. Oh, okay. Wait, what? Yeah, this hole. Wait, this is hole 16 now? $17? $18. Oh, yeah, that's right. Man, these courses have changed a bit over the year, and it's hard to... If your brain is not functioning properly, it's hard to remember what is when and where. Oh? From? Wait, is that solar panels?
Yeah, I don't know. I was trying to fix something here and I missed it. I hope to do a replay.
From the knee?
There it
Gannon?
is.
This is the solar panel.
Oh, wow.
That's probably not a solar panel, but it might be.
Yeah, probably.
What is that, 70-footer? From the knee? Give me a break, dude. Unbelievable. Perfect putt. Just nestled right there. And now this is the putt that we all know he's going to run it. Wow. Do we see a first sign of Calvin being a little scared there of that water?
So I think watching this and you stepped up, we would have said the same thing. We know Simon's running it. Would you have run it?
I would have given it one of my famous half bids.
Okay.
The ones that never should go in, sometimes go in, but they should not go in. Like a little like nose up turn, like almost like a Anheuser putt that just floats to the basket.
It just drops off right after, man.
Yeah. I want to say he gave that a run, but maybe a bit half-hearted. It's early in the round, early in the tournament. No need to get eagles right now.
So
also, maybe Gannon's putt.
There you go. You're unfrozen now.
Oh, hell yeah. Welcome to the studio, guys. This is live from Worcester, Massachusetts in our specialty AI studio. We got to love it. And we have disc golf behind me. That's so cool. Again, shout out Matt Graham for hooking this up. Also, a quick shout out to disc golf, real quick. I'm here watching live disc golf with stats, with graphics, all across the country. And I'm sitting in a disc golf podcast studio doing live commentary, while there's also another stream with 2 other commentators, also free to watch on YouTube. Like, come on. That's pretty cool. That is hard to beat.
Someone just asked if we're pirating the DGN feed. They said this is allowed, so we got reached out to. You did.
Oh, of course. We're not pirating anything. Are you kidding? No, the Pro Tour reached out to me asking me if I would be willing to do a live stream on my YouTube channel. And I said yes. And I will also be doing a live stream on the Disc Golf Network on Sunday, the final round. So if you want to tune into that, and you have a Disc Golf Network subscription, obviously feel free to join. If you don't have a subscription, maybe this is a good little teaser for you to join in on some action.
This is kind of funny. We did not have the studio up, so people are like, we can't see your studio. So they want to see the studio. So here we go again. I apologize. I don't know how that happened, but here you go.
No, man. Everything you do wrong right now is perfect practice. Welcome to the studio. We got a big disc golf screen right behind me. This is my AI studio powered by Finnish colors. We got to love it. And we're watching a Swedish player on screen right behind me. Forehand crusher. Hits an early tree. Stays in the fairway. We'll have to get up and down for par. Oh, can I somehow favorite the entire lead card on this? On the scorecards to like just see what the lead card is shooting? Not a lead card, obviously. It's featured card round 1. Is there a way to do that, Matt?
Do what?
Like favor the lead, the last card on the stats and on the scores, so I can just have them.
On PDGA Live.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a way to do that.
Oh, okay.
I can send a text.
That's fine. I'll just go with the graphics. That's fine. Cheers from Denmark. Cheers from Massachusetts, America. AB a long look. Wait, this is for Eagle? No. Oh my God. He's not happy, but how in the world are you there in 2? Did I miss something, or did they just show the putt? How are you there in 2 is my question. I've played that hole enough times, and I'm nowhere near that. I guess that is a hole where AB can just completely open up because there's very little punishment for being a bit inaccurate.
Oh, someone in the chat just gave a great idea. If you want to see it, tap on the sort by through. You know how you can tap on the column?
Oh, yeah, that's right. That's a good idea.
That is a great idea. It's a little hack.
Through 4. Ah, here we go. That's it. Okay. Thanks for the tip. That's very useful. Very smart. AB threw a crazy roller to get there. I wonder if they showed that and I didn't watch. That's probably the case. Casey still has not answered.
You want to bring in Avery?
Maybe we'll bring in Avery first.
Okay, sit tight a second.
Everyone likes some Avery. Hopefully a lot of watchers know who Avery is. If you don't know who Avery is, you should know. Let me copy the link right now to him so he can join us. I'll just put him as guest 1.
Yep, that'd be perfect. That's the one I just set up.
Avery.
If he's getting on, tell him horizontal, like, or landscape's the best. But if he has a phone and he wants it, whatever. But if he can hold it, landscape, it will look the best.
I told him.
Sweet.
Great par save by Linus. I think Americans call him Linus. Is that a thing?
If they don't know him or if they don't talk about him.
Linus.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's Linus. Linus Karlsson. That was me in German.
There was a comic strip, Peanuts. Charlie Brown with Linus.
Yeah. Okay.
That's probably.
I don't know that cartoon.
Good
I grew up in
putt.
Germany.
Good putt.
Gannon, was that for birdie?
If I told you I was tracking well enough to tell you, I gotta keep an eye on the scores here. Yes, putting for birdie, circle 2. That was good.
In case anyone's wondering, I'm not a professional commentator or disc golf watcher. You might notice I'm a bit all over the place for now. I'll get better as the round goes on, and I think I'll be basically a pro by Sunday. Adam will not be happy with that. It looks like the wind calmed down completely. And that was a downhill 25, 30 footer. That's a should make. Wait, did we just get a power chat?
You did.
We can get those?
You did. I don't know how that happened, but there you go.
Darren, shout out. What's up, Simon? Hope all is well with you and your family, bro. Well, thank you, bro. That is very nice of you. And the family's doing all right. We're hanging in there. It's a tough time. You know, those first couple months with a newborn are not the easiest, as everyone with children will know. Matt has 4 of them somehow. I'm definitely done after 2. I know that. But yeah, we're all right. Spring is in Massachusetts at full swing. Spring, full swing. Summer's around the corner. And man, this freaking Northeast is beautiful this time of year. All the misery in the off season and winter is, I hate to say it, but it's almost worth it. What do you think, Matt? Is it worth it? Going through the cold, just wet, slushy, miserable 6 months we go through every year. There you go, Eagle. 3 in a row.
You're making me think if it's worth it. It is very nice. Spring and summer are nice, and fall are wonderful.
It's so nice. They're just
Winter
too
is
short.
really tough. Yeah.
Like, I feel like spring is almost over and it just started. Right?
Yeah, fall is, I think, my favorite. I think fall is my favorite. You put the 3 together, it's longer than winter. We'll take that.
We're an hour in and we're already talking about the weather. Welcome to the stream. Aaron Gossage. Yeah, he took a bogey. Kind of what I predicted. Tough start. Tough hole to get a bogey on, man. But you know what? Maybe that'll give him the fire. Sometimes bogeys are actually good. Believe it or not. Sometimes a bogey is kind of that smack in the face that you need. It's so weird to say that, but I've lived it so many times that there's kind of truth to that.
All right.
AB.
Starts out with the bogey. What'd he probably do? Go OB?
Yeah, we saw his drive. He took his forehand out and just completely shanked it or threw the wrong disc. It almost looked like he literally picked the wrong disc out of his bag because the way that flew at his caliber of talent and shot shaping ability, like something went wrong on that one. Maybe he's nervous. I think he's been talking about interviews a bit that he's feeling some pressure and he's getting a bit of nerves. I mean, he's regarded now as the guy to beat. And just like 5 months ago, he was the guy who can't win. So imagine being in that position, going from the guy who can't win to the guy to beat
Insane
in so little time.
Start. First, fourth, first.
That is something I will never do. I'm sorry to say, but that is unbelievable.
And then to your point, maybe the nerves are slowly creeping in. 7th, 10th, 14th, 18th. So slowly, but top 20 at everything, and a fantastic, incredible start.
Absolutely. We have another $5 chat shout out, Chaser, who is giving a shout out to Discord Mike, the MVP's Discord mod. Wow, I honestly don't even really know what that means. Oh, I think that's a moderator in the Discord, which is like a kind of social media, but more like intern. I don't really know. But he just had a baby, so shout out to Mike. Congratulations. Hope everything is happy and healthy, and if not happy, at least healthy.
So to this point in the season, Hamas is actually trending a little bit better than he did overall last year's season.
Okay.
Just throwing it out there.
Yep. That's okay. Bit out of position, but he's playing shade golf, which is always preferred, even though it doesn't look like it's that warm, given Calvin's wearing a freaking jacket right now. Hey, we're racking in the money here. Sotelo. What's my top 3 courses in the Midwest area? Also, congrats on the newborn. Thank you very much. My top 3 courses in the Midwest. Well, if I actually know exactly what the Midwest exactly is, Idlewild is the first one that comes to mind. I freaking love that course. I think it's a top 10 course I've ever played. It's so good. So fun. Did that go OB? That was Eagle. Matt, did you see that go OB?
I did not see it.
I have my microphone stand that's kind of like blocking half of my screen.
We're going to have to swap it up. This is a practice day.
It was a practice
We're on
day.
a little break. We can fix that.
Hey, Waisaki's shooting decent. Oh, is that short? Give us a flag. Give us a flag. Come on, cameraman. That's where you should pan to the spotter and show us what the spotter says.
For par, he did go OB.
Okay. This was my rage putt last year. Sotelo, I'm going to come back to your question. I just need to watch this putt real quick. Yeah, that putt from right there is where I had a spit out. Also for bogey. And I just rage re-putted instead of taking a drop in. That was so dumb. Probably one of my least proud moments of my disc golf career, at least in memory.
So we got Avery in the green room. Avery, you ready to come on, or you need a few minutes?
If you have decent service, let's freaking go.
All right, let's bring him in. Boom, there he is.
Avery, dude, how's it going, man?
Good. What's happening?
Oh, what am I hearing an echo for?
We are hearing a mega echo, but that's okay. Are you in good old Oklahoma?
Hold on.
I'm back in Oklahoma for a couple days. Yeah. What's happening?
We are on hole 6.
Okay,
Actually, they just finished hole 5. And it's the big uphill par 5. I don't think you've ever played here, right? Have you even been to this location ever?
Hold on, I gotta fix this. Hold on. We're not hearing him well. Let me fix this.
Okay, wait. Technical difficulties, Avery. Give us about 20 seconds.
Why is that?
And while you wait, I'm going to answer this question. He's asking me my top 3 Midwest courses. Does St. Louis count as Midwest? Yes. Okay, so I'm going to go with Eagles Crossing. Obviously, that place is famously one of the best tracks, one of the most unique disc golf experiences you can have because it's just so epic. Idlewild, Eagles Crossing, and Oklahoma doesn't count, right?
Too far. Too far. We're more in the south. I wouldn't call it.
Yeah,
Midwest
you're
at all.
south. Oklahoma's south.
Yeah. What's your third?
Michigan counts.
Oh yeah.
I haven't played much except for the tournament courses. You know what? I know what I'm going to say. Even though I kind of hate that course. But it is phenomenal. It's Northwood Black, Peoria, Illinois. Man, I'm just always saying, like, give me a chainsaw in like 3 days, and I'll make that course the best course in the world. But a lot of people disagree with that statement. No one wants to give me a chainsaw. Matt, how are you looking on the audio?
I feel like I've done what I need to. Where are you at, Avery?
I'm driving in downtown Pawhuska, Oklahoma.
Yeah, sounds better now. Good.
Okay, good. To answer your question, no, I haven't played this course. I know about it, but it got on the scene way after the fact.
Yeah, in case people are watching who don't know who you are, we're friends. Yeah. Avery was actually my mentor, kind of, and my first touring partner back in 2014. He's a 2009 Disc Golf World Champion. He's the brother of Avery Jenkins, who you know from commentary, and who's also a multi-world champion in disc golf. And he's one of the best teachers in the game. Shout out Deep in the Game series. Check it out on YouTube. One of the first to do it. And yeah, long time great friend.
Appreciate you.
Living on 2 disc golf courses in Oklahoma. How's that going?
Yeah, wouldn't have it any other way, honestly. As much as I'm involved in disc golf at a very high level of obviously touring and playing and traveling, it would be weird if I didn't live on a place that had courses, and probably one of the few that do. So yeah, very grateful.
Are you seeing the stream right now or no?
I am.
Did you see Ricky's collar?
Keep the sun off the neck?
I don't know what he's doing, but he's wearing a popped collar. Controversial choice. No, shout out Ricky Wysocki. We love you. So, are you playing any events this year or anytime soon? Do you have any plans?
I played 2 events already this year, which is usually more than most. I played 2 tournaments in New Zealand back to back about a month and a half ago. Got a top 5 and a win to start the season.
Wow.
Yeah, I botcha.
What about Worlds? Are you back?
I'm signed up. I'm on the waiting list yet again.
What?
We'll see what happens.
Do we want to tell that story, or is that not a tellable story anymore?
In gist, I had played 23 consecutive pro world championships, and up to last year, I was on the waiting list, signed up a little late, and was denied entry. So pretty quick story, and that might be the same thing this year if they don't change the rules and letting past champions represent and play in these events.
What a bummer.
Yeah.
Very disappointing, the whole thing.
I'll be there regardless, and I've been to every single world championship, pro world championships since 1991. So that streak's alive and well.
Yeah, and when it comes to disc golf content, I know you have 2 kids at home running around on the ranch.
Yep.
Do you consume any disc golf, or are you basically busy with other stuff, or do you watch live ever, or what do you do?
I get a lot of mine on, I see a lot of results. I see a lot of highlights. I very, very rarely watch full rounds of disc golf. It's so time consuming. It really is. But it's awesome to see action now. And this is the only thing I've seen all day. Busy getting ready for a big 2-week road trip with the family, leaving on Saturday to go out to Bend, Oregon to spend some time with my mom and Val and Nate. And going to be in beautiful Oregon here in about a week. Might stop by the Beaver State Fling, who knows? But it's the 5th anniversary.
Nate's playing it.
Nate is playing it, yes. So I want to stop by and at least hang out with maybe Caddo a few holes, if not hang out for a little while.
Wow, what a crew that would be.
Yeah, that'd be fun.
Yeah, I hope they throw him on featured card round 1. I think they have to.
They better. That'd be huge respect. But I think he's going to do fine. I think he's going to do great. He was talking about the mental side of entering a tournament and not having the preparation he usually has. He hasn't played a tournament at this level in 5 or 6 years. And, we would go into tournaments you know, not always expecting to win, but knowing you want to win. And now it's a little different mindset of, you know, finishing the tournament. And a top 5 would be great. A top 10 would be fantastic. And it's just a different kind of mindset to what it is.
I think he's leaving
I
the
think he'll
town
do fine,
center of
you know.
Pawhuska. Your service is cracking up a bit there.
I bet it is. Did you hear all that, though?
Kind of, sorta. I think I got the gist of what you were going to say. But yeah, it must be crazy to have that mindset change where you go from being like...
Nate Dawson's going to do good at Beaver State Plain.
I really hope so. That'd be really fun to watch. Gannon just hit a massive putt like Gannon does.
That was huge.
Who do you root for when you watch or when you're watching scores nowadays?
Wow. I don't know. There's so many great players. Obviously, I root for my team players. Any Discmania player. I still root for the Crush Boys. Believe it or not.
Let's go.
I still root for you and Eagle quite a bit. So, yeah, I just, I like to see the talent and the talent pool rise and the skill level of players increase.
Hell yeah.
That was casual.
The way Linus does. Casual. That was his second nice putt of the round, too. All right, dude. Well, enjoy your pizza.
Yeah, just a quick little, had to run up into town and get some pizza. It happens when you're trying to feed kids and you try to find everything to feed them and they want nothing but something you don't have. So.
Oh, I know how it feels.
But awesome. Yeah, just doing well back on the ranch and looking forward to a road trip here.
Hell yeah. Thanks for stopping by. Enjoy your trip. And I hope I at least see you at Worlds.
That's the plan.
You have a spot in the Airbnb, and I need confirmation from you at some point if you're joining or not.
Damn. I might take you up on that.
All right, well, take it easy. And thanks for joining.
Bye, Al.
Peace out. That was Adam Hammis saying absolute joke, by the way. As Adam Hammis likes to say. Eagle decent bid from every bid of 55. It's kind of a random number to say, but I said it.
Third throw. Is he getting to the basket from here? I haven't watched this course enough to know.
Oh, yeah, he's right there. This might even be a mid-range. Maybe he's going to throw a stable fairway just to make sure. It looks like he has a tailwind. Might be a stable mid. That might be a mutant. I don't know his bag that well. Oh, no, it's a Simon Lizotte Doombird, I think. That might be the Halo. No, what, it's a Horizon Doombird 4, I believe. I could be wrong.
Oh, he skipped. Is that a good spot? Looks like it.
That would make sense from there, though. Hey, shout out Alden throwing my disc. I love it. I also missed a little super chat here, I think. Can you go up on that?
I think
Simon.
we haven't. Yeah.
Have you played Westy Acres in Greenfield yet? It was in top 5 courses here in Mass this year. I have heard all about it. Alden did not convert for birdie there. So Alden's going to stay at... Oh, now I'm all messed up here.
He's 7 down. He's tied for first.
Okay, still tied for first. Yeah, I've heard all about Westy Acres. I have not played it yet. I heard it's very challenging. I will definitely go check it out. Probably this summer at some point. I'm trying to get all the Massachusetts off my list. It's just so tough when I'm home. I need to be home because I'm never home. It's so hard to tell the wife that when I'm coming home from a disc golf trip that I need to go disc golfing when I'm home. It's just tough. But I think Casey is about ready to join.
Oh, yeah.
Is he in?
Actually, he's giving thumbs up, and I'm seeing confetti go everywhere. Let me...
Hell yeah, we're bringing Casey White, who just got off the course like an hour ago.
Did you give him guest 1?
I sent him guest 2.
Okay, so give me just 1 second.
Whatever Eagle just threw there was freaking pure. What disc is that?
Give me 1 second to fix this up.
What disc was that, Eagle McMahon? I need to know what disc that was. Does anyone have any insight info there? Wow, Alden finished with 5 pars in a row to shoot 7 under. He's probably happier with a bogey-free 7, but it's a bit of a slow finish there. Gannon Burr just parks it, of course.
All right, let's try to bring in Casey, but Casey, let me fix something up quick because I think I'm going to have the same issue as I did earlier. So just a second.
Yo, what's up? I can hear him. Can people see him and hear him?
I am going to double check.
You look crisp.
I mean, I got the Simon shirt on today.
And,
Oh, hold on. We're getting the robotic voice. Let me fix that.
and the Masters hat. I love it. All right, you had a pretty good day. It looks like you shot 60. Oh, the rating dropped to 1029 now. It was 1032 when I checked like 30 minutes ago. But still well above your rating.
Yeah, I mean, a couple bogeys.
Yeah. 3 bogeys.
Yep.
OBs?
Nope. All putts.
You're not feeling the putt right now?
I mean, you know, I decided to not trust these baskets before they gave me a reason to not trust them, unfortunately.
Oh, what baskets are they?
They're the veterans.
Oh, okay.
But I was trusting them from 40 to 50 and cashing those, but from 20 feet, I felt like terrified. And it's not to say like I putted like crap today, but like, yeah, I missed a par save putt on 4 from 28, and then literal tap in on 9 and a 20-footer on 10. And those are my 3 bogeys. So it doesn't feel the best, but I did tie Paul McBeth. So it's what it is.
Is hole 2 the same it was last year?
Yeah.
How did you birdie that? That's like a sick birdie to get.
I parked it.
Forehand?
No, backhand. Why do we have music?
Matt, that music is way too loud.
I know. I'm trying to figure out how to turn it down for our monitors, but the audience isn't hearing that.
Oh, okay. In case you were having technical difficulties, as you may know.
That's fine. But yeah, hole 2, I went S-line DD1, just pimp job on the right side, dead straight, put it like 12 feet.
Wow.
Everybody on my card threw the sidearm.
Wow. How was playing with Paul?
It was fun. I always love playing with Paul. He's actually one of my favorite people to play with. Very, very talkative, which, as you know, I like.
Yeah.
And just, I don't know, talks about things other than disc golf when we're on the course. So I always love that.
Yeah, Paul. I think I just read a post from Hannah not long ago where she said that Pablo's a bit sick and Paul hasn't been sleeping much. No talks about that?
No, we got to see Pablo after we tapped out on 18. He looked like happy as he always is.
Oh, hell yeah.
But,
Pablo's a very happy baby
you know,
normally.
Of course, but you know Paul's a no excuses guy. He's not going to talk about how his baby kept him up at night, and that's why he got a bogey.
Really? Yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, but you know, it was a great card. We played with Austin Turner and Jake Brown as well. We all shot under. I believe that Austin and Jake didn't get a bogey until 17, and he laid up and took a bogey, which is always unfortunate. But I was planning on laying up 17 the whole time, and then I just decided to go for it and made a 50-footer for the birdie.
Must be nice.
I mean, it was a weird round because, you know, it's a golf course, but there are trees out there. And the holes that you would probably pick and say, oh, Casey White's a guaranteed par on these holes, I actually got birdies. And then the holes that you would think that I would love to fillet and throw the disc as I like to throw it, I bogeyed.
It was one of those rounds where you're just...
Yeah.
I have that sometimes too, where I'm like, the holes I'm worried about, I play perfectly in birdie, and then the holes I feel super comfortable on, I just somehow completely just, I don't know the right word, just meltdown. It's so, it can be really frustrating.
Yeah, and that's a funny thing that you say that, because that's why every single time you say you hate a course or you think you're going to play bad on a course, that's when I always say that you're going to play incredible.
Oh, okay. It looks like you're going to have a cool card again tomorrow. Right now, you're tied with like 12 people. So
Okay.
it's a bit hard to predict who you're going to play with. But you tied Kyle Klein, Carter Aarons, Paul McBeth, of course. Ezra Aderholt is tied with you right now. Eagle. Yeah, lots of good players. Wow, right around 20th
I like playing
place.
with all those guys.
What's the format for the rest of the week? Are you playing this course again tomorrow?
Yeah, same exact format as last year. We're playing west-west, east-east.
Okay. Which course is better?
East. It's not even close. It's not even a debate.
Yeah.
Everybody is unanimous in favor of East.
Which course has more Mandos?
Honestly, probably the East.
Yeah, I
would say
think it
the
has
East probably
19.
has more, and I think that's why it's better. I think the whole property has like 41 Mandos.
Yeah. Speaking of Mandos, we've been getting some updates of the course we designed here in Massachusetts.
Yeah, mile marker.
Place looks freaking prime.
Yeah, I know. Do you see freaking, now that the bushes have bloomed, those
18's
I
basket
can't
looks
remember.
like freaking fairy tale land.
the rhododendrons, that's what they are. The rhododendron bushes are blooming.
Yeah.
It's something I did not picture in my head when we were designing that course. I just saw the bush as an obstacle, and now it's a obstacle and a beauty feature.
It's like a beautiful backdrop for a basket for a photo.
And how many Mandos did we finish on as a final product? Like 3, 4?
I honestly don't know. I don't know. I would have to go through it. I think it's at least 3.
Yeah, but that's still good for a golf course.
Yeah. I mean, I think, yeah, we also put in much more thought and attention to where exactly the tee pad should go, how we place it towards the trees so you don't need Mandos, because you can always like switch the tee pad just a couple feet and that changes the entire need for a Mando.
Yeah, for
But
sure.
sometimes it's just unavoidable,
Somebody said-
no matter how hard you try.
Somebody commented on our vlog from the course saying that that one wooded hole that I said that I solo designed, it's kind of in that back corner. It's after the one that you said that you recently pushed the tee pad back, so it's like the multi-option.
Yeah.
The one after that.
Oh,
Somebody
yeah,
said
yeah.
we should just plant a tree on the left side instead of worrying about the Mando. I think that's a pretty good idea.
Yeah, that would be a good idea. Actually, on that hole, we had 2 trees they were supposed to cut in the middle, and they cut one and decided to leave the other one. And I think that it's good the way it is now. It's pretty tight, but it's also a pretty short hole, so I think tight is okay. Can you
Are
watch
they on
the
that
stream?
big, long downhill hole now? Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
watching it.
Yeah, they are
I
on
parked this.
hole. They're on hole 8, and Gannon
I
Burr
parked
is
this
1,
hole.
2, 3, 4, 5 under through 8. On hole 4, that short par 4, Gannon made like an 80-footer from the knee for eagle. That was pretty sick. Typical Gannon.
Yep, I 5'd that one. Typical, exactly, from a knee.
Oh, you 5'd
Yeah,
that
so this is-
shorty?
This hole, yeah, I did. This is the reason that my round was so weird, is that as somebody who doesn't throw very far, I parked this hole, but then the next hole, 350-foot wooded shot, I bogeyed it.
Oh, you parked this hole?
I parked this hole, yes.
What did you eat for breakfast? I didn't think you can park this hole.
You should ask me what I was eating at OTB, because that's when I started throwing differently, I guess.
What the heck?
At OTB,
This
I
hole
was
is
reaching landing zones I'd never-
567 feet.
Yeah, and I put it 10 feet.
Holy cow. Was Paul impressed?
Paul
Didn't
have
say
much to
anything.
say, but yeah, he hit the tree. He did exactly what Adam's going to do right here.
Is the basket a bit shorter than it was last year?
Yes, it's significantly shorter than.
Oh,
last year.
okay.
It's like
I
70
haven't
feet
noticed that
shorter.
yet. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's right in line with the tree now. Where last year you wanted to go around the tree, now you
Oh,
want to get
okay.
just in front of it, and I cut just in front of it.
Okay, now I see a bit. Now it makes a bit more sense how you just parked that 10 feet.
Yes,
Because I remember last year
absolutely.
I would have to throw it like perfect to even get
Yeah,
it there.
I know. Yeah, last year the hole was horrible.
Yeah, this is a
Now
good
it's like
change. Making that hole
now
shorter
it's
made a lot of
pretty good.
sense.
Yeah.
All right, eagle throwing here. What hole's this?
This is the one that last year you were throwing cut roller wave.
Oh, yeah. Oh, this is the one where you then go up the hill to the basket. That's right.
Yeah, I bogeyed that one as well. Just missed putts.
Dang. Drew 6 down.
Roller on this one is interesting. This is a different hole, different basket placement this year.
Wait, is this not 18? No.
Nope, that's 14, I think.
Ah. Well, Drew's playing really good then. He has a lot of holes left.
Yeah, but those last 5, like I was going to actually say something to you. I think that you were giving Alden no love by saying he had a cold finish with all those pars in a row. Like, I think that the only par that you can say that he shouldn't have got was 18. Like, I think 18 is a pretty scoreable hole.
Yeah.
But that stretch of 13 to 17 is like you can par those holes and play the course perfectly.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good insight. I wasn't fully aware of that.
Yeah. So Alden had a good finish besides maybe a missed putt on 18.
Yeah, I mean, pars are never really bad. It just kind of looked a bit gray on the scorecard, and that's always a bit sad.
Well, if you want to talk about a crazy round, you can talk about how Randon Lotta was 1 over through 6 and finished 7 down. Usually the first 6 is where you stack up some birdies and then you start to kind of deal with some adversity, but he did the opposite.
I don't even know what to say about Randon, though. I don't understand his game.
He's figuring it out.
Yeah, I love to see him on top there. I've played with him a handful of times, and every time I play with him... Sorry, go ahead.
Gannon just threw the worst shot I've ever seen him throw in my entire life.
Oh, we got a replay, thank God.
Yeah, let's see this.
Oh, he loves it instantly, too.
But he's just going to step up there and cash it anyway.
Oh, yeah. No doubt he's going to make that.
But yeah, anyway, Randon, top 3 thrower of the disc, but typically bottom 5 putter of the disc. And, he got 3rd at OTB, and I think he finally got a taste of his true potential, and he's just kind of rolling with it.
Yeah, every time I play with Randon, I'm like so in disbelief that he sometimes finishes so far back. And you've told me that his putting just sometimes does not come together. But it seems like he's finding stuff now.
Yeah.
I've seen him in the top 10 a handful of times now.
Randon and Garrett Gerthy are very similar, where if they make a couple 35 footers back to back to back, you should be scared, because that means that they're all having a day. And obviously he's got momentum on his side right now, and a couple weeks we'll be playing the Preserve. He's never played the Preserve, and I'm very excited to see what he can do out of that course.
I hope he goes out and wins.
I mean, I'm not gonna say he can't.
Gannon, cash.
Told you. I told you.
Little stepper. Totally legal.
Speaking of the Preserve, you and I are in the skins match together. I'm super pumped for that.
Yes, that's right. Luke was messaging me last week about that, and he asked me if we should put you in, and I said, oh, okay, if we have to.
Yeah, I get on one skins match a year, but if you were to ask me which one I want to be on, I think the Preserve is definitely up there.
Yeah, I think it's you, me, and Germ so far, right? Or is there a 4th?
Yes, yeah. No, we don't have a 4th yet.
Who do we want?
Pretty cool. I asked if we could put like Yuli on there, but I don't know if he's going to be in Europe.
Yuli.
I think that would be really fun.
Yuli and Germ together, though? Oh, yeah, you love talking.
Yeah, I love talking.
That's too much talking for me. Who would be funny? What about, like... No, I don't know.
I asked about Matty O as well, but they have Matty O on the Majestic skins the next week.
Yeah. Who do we want to see on skins who we haven't seen in a while?
Rand and Lotta.
Randon would be epic, of course. What about another European?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's get Albert on there.
What? Albert would be sick, actually.
Uh-oh, was
Yeah.
that a bogey for Hamas?
Yeah, it
After
was.
being
He
in the
just
circle
three-putted.
with his drive?
He doesn't look happy,
He's
but that's okay.
missing him.
Do either of you
so I
ever
heard you talking. Oh,
do either of you ever do this? Where after you finish out hole out, you go up and kind of envision it again?
not quite in the length that Adam was just
Okay.
doing it there, but I do it in my brain, and I'll, give the stroke a couple reminders of how to not suck.
Yeah, that's right.
Is that Drew tapping in for birdie, bro?
That was
For the
that roller, I think.
That's epic.
Drew Gibson, also a Portland Open champion from the past when we were still playing at Blue Lake.
I love that course.
Maybe he's coming back too now. We have a $5 chat from Dustin. My daughter wanted me to ask you how the axolotl crotchet? Is that a word?
Crochet.
Crochet.
The crochet, the one you have in
Yeah.
your bag, Simon.
Crochet tag she made you is holding up, and that Casey has something on the way soon.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, was that in Nashville where I got that? I think it was.
Yeah, Nashville.
Wait, how do you know
Yep.
everything?
You're undefeated with that thing on your bag.
That's true. I'm also undefeated
And you
every
won
time I've been to
501.
Nashville.
Oh, all right.
3 for 3, baby. It's holding up great. I haven't used my disc golf bag a lot recently, obviously, but it's still on there. I don't think it has changed.
I had
And thank you
again. I had to chime in on some Facebook posts about people saying it was unfair for you to play the 501 tournament because it was a B tier. And I'm like, bro, like the top level players in Massachusetts are not just like chumps. You know what I
Especially on a
mean?
course
you
like
weren't-
that.
Yeah, you weren't even on lead card. You just had a great second round and dominated.
The first round we played was the first time I ever played blues there.
Oh, really? You
I
always played greens?
somehow have always avoided blues because I wasn't aware how hard that track is.
Yeah, it's one of the hardest. In
Like at some
Massachusetts,
point, I
I'd say.
felt like a third of the holes I couldn't even get a birdie, even with perfect shots.
Yeah, like 4 is just insane. Hole 6 is insane. Hole 12 is a long par 4 with OB, and 13 is like impossible, literally impossible.
Literally.
But yeah, you freaking shredded that second round.
Well, we played half greens,
Yeah.
and that made the round way easier. Way, way easier.
Who was leading after 1? Harry?
Ben Kenny in the house. Let's go, Ben. Who was leading?
Yeah.
Some guy I've never heard of was leading after round 1.
Oh, okay.
I think he shot
Interesting.
6 under or 7. I think 6, and there were a couple 5 unders. Harry Chase shot 5. Wyatt Mahoney shot 5, maybe.
Okay.
And there were a couple 4s. I shot 3 under round 1, which I thought was pretty good. And then I thought it was like 1,008 rated or something. I was like, okay, I guess I suck. And then I went into round 2 of. I played that whole event with like 4 hours of sleep the previous night, so I don't know how I made it through 2 rounds on that track. But sometimes when it just starts rolling, it starts rolling. And that round could have been
So
better.
I got to. Okay, fair. I mean, I would expect that out of you when you're playing perfect. Typically, 18 under is in the possibility.
Well, hole 6 is not birdieable. I'm just going to say that.
Wow. Big from Eagle.
Eagle. He's running it in. Hi. Thank you. Casey, are you reading the comment or can you not see comments?
No, I can't see comments. I'm just watching the Eagles slow-mo part.
Hey, Casey, Disc Lovers United member from Bowling Green, Kentucky here. Hope you stop
Those
by
my
and play
boys.
with us again someday. It was a blast.
Who wrote that?
THAN. Then.
Okay, that could have been any of them. But I love those guys. My Disc Lovers United from Bowling Green.
Disc Lovers United is a good name. First of all, shout out.
Yeah, that's our Instagram group chat. It's pretty funny. They're just guys that randomly threw a bunch of us touring pros in an Instagram group chat, and I saw the opportunity to engage and gain a couple new fans and friends, and yeah, we had a great time. I left my van with them when I went home for Team Challenge Finals.
Yeah, that's right.
Shout out to Matthew for the overhand ace.
Sick vlog. Go watch it on the Casey White's YouTube.
It's as good as I could do.
Drew Gibson said it's as good as I could do.
Yeah, I wanted to talk to you about. I got to jump in when you were talking with Avery about a World's Airbnb. I need in on a World's Airbnb if you got one.
Ooh. Okay, the place I booked only has 3 bedrooms, I think.
I have a van.
Oh yeah, you have a van. Well, if you have a van, then it's no problem.
All right, count me in.
Yeah, but I think it only starts Monday.
That's fine. That's totally fine.
It might start Sunday, but it might be Monday to Monday.
The earliest I'm going to get there is Sunday, I think.
Okay.
And Cracker Barrel is always an option. So,
Well, YouTube Live, that's a good place to make it happen.
yeah, of course.
Okay, so Drew
Man, the
Gibson
wind
is
ripping out
leading.
there.
Actually, he's tied with 5 people, but he still has 4 holes to go. What else? Anything new out there, or all same from last year? Same restaurant? Is it brewery still there?
Yeah, yep. We got some pizza from there last night, and the beer. I had a beer called the Sky Heiser. It was top notch, very good IPA.
The Sky Heiser, and it was not from
Yeah.
Bevel.
No, it was Von Ebert.
Wow.
Yeah, I was very impressed. It was a great beer.
Yeah, I think that area actually has really good beer.
Yeah, it does.
I haven't had a beer since Nashville.
Wow, dad time.
Total dad time. My whole life has changed. So what's
it
your
wasn't
plan for the
changed
next
after
couple of
one kid.
weeks?
My plan for the next couple weeks, well, the reason it took me so long to get home is because I think I had a brake line go out, so I had to just tote my way home and with my hazards on, going 30 miles an hour on the highway. So my plan was to just finish up these Portland tournaments and get straight to Minnesota and get my brakes fixed, or not so much my brakes fixed, but take it to my mechanic and get everything all tuned up in time for the preserve. And now we have a longer list of things to get tuned up for the preserve. And yeah, I just have a off weekend in Minnesota. Obviously, it's a long drive from here to there. And I'm going to be at the preserve first thing Monday morning in my camping spot because that's one of my favorite stops on tour.
Hell yeah, I still need to learn this freaking list of songs we have written down.
Dude, yeah, it's going to be awesome. We have a full set list and everything. I'm on vocals. Simon will obviously be on guitar. We got Ella on
And
bass.
piano.
We got AJ Risley on electric guitar. We got Hutch on keyboard. Cynthia is going to bring her trumpet. Cynthia can sing as well. It's going to be awesome.
Okay, should we for once actually focus on the stream here and do some commentary for one hole?
All right,
I'll catch you up. Calvin just
made a
missed his
putt.
putt. He's going to get a bogey.
Okay.
He was 4 down through 9, but he'll be 3 down through 9. That's still a good enough pace to catch up. Yeah.
All right, let's watch some disc golf. Actually, now this commercial break.
Perfect time to talk about it. Luke Humphreys. Are you surprised or not surprised? See him up there.
Honestly, not surprised. I
Yeah.
mean, I think he teed off really early. And when I first opened scores, like a couple hours ago, and I saw Luke on top, I was like, of course. For some reason, totally not surprised. I feel like a track
it's
like
weird
that
how
just
he
like
does
lays
that.
out for him.
I mean, it's not like throwing really far is like a must at Glendoveer. I mean, I feel like it kind of is at a course like Swenson. But Glendoveer, it's not water that we're dealing with. It's mostly just like how wide the fairways are, and putting. Obviously, Luke is a great putter, so it's just a matter of getting him in from 40 and in.
Yeah, I think on a course on this course specifically, distance can help to make some holes easier, but it is not necessary on basically any hole. It'll make the par
No, it's
5
not.
significantly easier, but besides that, nothing really.
Yeah, but I don't throw that far, and I birdied the par 5. I just had to hit a decent putt.
Yeah, I know. It's not necessary. It makes it significantly easier. Like AB, we were
Gotcha,
watching AB.
yeah.
He had like a 60-footer for 3. I don't know how. I didn't see the other shots, but I in the chat they said he threw like a crazy roller on the second shot. But how do you get a freaking putt for a 3? I've never seen that before.
That hole is one of the worst on the entire tour.
Yeah, I guess they're just trying to get from one side to the course to the other side in one hole.
Exactly. The freaking green monster.
Yeah.
Drew might have just went OB there.
We need to watch the coverage.
It's
He's
small.
on
It's all these
15.
pictures and pictures right now.
Yeah.
Maybe just on Circle's Edge. Why didn't the camera show the basket? Oh.
It's a little bit cut off.
Oh,
here.
we were cutting it off. I was so
Just
Because
confused.
your big head was in the way.
Emmett's head would be in the way. His head is literally 3 times the size of Mia's. It's unbelievable. Kind of love it. All right, Eagle. Focus. Breathe. Give it a chance.
Deliver.
Right in the center of the heart of the chains. You love to see it. I think he's putting with some hard nomads.
Mm-hmm.
Eagle had a good start. He's 5 down now. I think. Yeah, he is. 5 down. He has 6 holes to play. Okay.
He was the first ever champion at Glendoveer.
That's right.
Yep.
Where he did the famous meme on the last hole.
Oh, yeah.
Falling into the
Oh yeah, I remember that.
falling to the bush.
That was awesome.
Because he missed an eagle putt on an impossible hole to eagle.
That is such an annoying eagle. That would have been such an annoying eagle. Annoying double eagle in that case. Adam. Swept. Yeah, I remember
I think
this
it's pretty
tee
cool
shot.
to see.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty cool to see Ty Love up there, home state, showing out.
Yeah, I honestly need to admit that I don't know much about Ty Love. What do you know about Ty Love?
He's a wizard putter. You know how like Andrew Marweed just like seems to make the hardest putts look easy? Ty Love is kind of the same way. He throws a lot of hyzer flips. He throws this really, really beat up, overstable mid range that flies like I don't know. You remember when Seppo had that cheater disc, the A2, that was like a really overstable approach disc that he beat up? That's kind of what Ty Love has in his bag. And if he's able to throw that disc, he's very, very lethal. But I think a lot of his game is success on the putting green. He's a really good putter.
Is he playing a full tour or is he kind of scattered?
I think he's kind of scattered, but he
Yeah.
definitely plays a majority of them. He played, I don't know, I think he played somewhat earlier in the year, maybe not like Florida, but he gets around.
Oh, it looks like Drew Gibson might bogey. It says on the fairway
15?
after 3 throws on 15.
Yeah, it sounds like he would. Linus just threw your cut roller.
I think that's the play.
I think that's a crazy person play, but it works.
I was getting like a jump putt range on
That's
that hole.
insane.
I remember. Totally the play. Keep it wide. Give it cut. So you can go full send. You don't really have to worry.
Mm-hmm.
So this is for par. Okay. So PJ Live was a bit off there.
Yeah, I think he hit early off the tee and then laid up, and then this was his pitch up to the green.
Looks like he just stayed in bounds. Great par save. Still
This
tied
was
for first.
One of my boneheaded plays of the day. I played aggressive on this hole, went for the island, and missed my putt.
Nice.
Yeah, sick.
This leaderboard is kind of crazy. There's
I know.
5 players at 7, and then there's 7 players at 6, and then 6 at 5, 6 at 4, and like 10 at 3. Wow, that's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
You're staying at Casey's again?
Yep, staying at Casey's house, 4th year in a row.
All good at home?
Oh yeah.
The pit bulls are well?
Yes, they are chunky as ever and licking me in the face. And the kitty with no teeth, Mr. Roo,
Yeah,
he loves me.
that's awesome. Those pit bulls are very nice dogs and large.
Yeah, they are. I would love to see what Eagle does here.
Little burned over. This is the hole that got me last year. This is the hole I lost it on.
Terrible.
You said that hole's terrible?
So bad, yeah.
Why?
That late Mando is so annoying.
It is a tough tee shot to get in position. Very tough tee shot. All right. Do we have any more guests lined up right now, or did Jeff Springs say anything? No. But I think if you wanna jump off anytime, then I don't know what your plans are. What do you have plans?
I gotta fix my brake line.
Okay.
Yeah. But I also wanted to add about what Avery was saying earlier. I really do think that Nate Doss is going to do great next week, and I'm very excited that he's playing.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be watching from home. I always enjoy sitting on my couch with the kids and just watching live disc golf. It's one of my favorite things to do.
They have to put him on feature card.
Oh yeah, if they don't, I'm not watching.
Yeah. But the craziest thing for me is the first Pro Tour event I ever played was Maple Hill in 2017. And the last Pro Tour event Nate Doss ever played was GMC the next week, which he won.
Yep.
So I hope I get to play with him.
Yep. I hope too. Well, decent round, Casey. I hope you get to play with Paul McBeth again tomorrow. That'd be fun.
Hopefully. We'll see.
That drive was freaking perfect.
Oh my goodness.
AB. And say hi to Casey for me and the dogs. And is Ellie in town?
Yep. She flies out tomorrow though. She's
all
going
right.
home.
Hi to Ellie and safe travels to her.
All right. Thank you.
And good luck
Thanks
this
for
week.
having me.
Hopefully I see you Sunday on the lead card.
See you there.
Peace.
Peace.
There we go. Casey White. Shot 3 under today. Tied Paul McBeth playing on the same card. You could have worse days, I'd say. Probably a pretty good day in the book of Casey White. Casey's been shooting hot as of recent also. Good showing at Champions Cup, of course. Actually, beyond good. And I think every tournament since then he's just been solid. Like just basically showing everyone that he's not on tour for fun. He's also there to freaking compete. That's what it's all about. I wonder if there's any way that I can move my freaking microphone a bit because I literally can see half the screen. This is a test run, as we said many times now. We could also maybe call Andrew Johnson. I think I saw Little shout out here in the comments. Andrew Johnson's on site, walking around. Maybe he wants to step to the side for a minute and just give us some live
Maybe
commentary.
you can just call Calvin Heimberg.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, I want to be his caddy. This has to come down. There we go.
We'll fix that for you.
Calvin, this is 39 feet, 38. Should we make a bet?
Ooh.
I'm going to say he makes it. $1. Oh, no. I wanted to say he's going to miss it low, too, but then I felt bad. I should stick to my guts. Okay, I hope we get another guest in here. Steve Dodge said he might join. I know that. Then Jeff Spring, the Disc Golf Pro Tour director.
He said he was hopefully going to join right off the top, so maybe...
Hopefully we can get Jeff in just to share some words, how the events are running, and if there's any special things going on. That'd be nice. I'm a big fan of Jeff. Great friend. Great guy.
6 down for Gannon through 10.
Yeah, Gannon, you know. Who even is surprised at this point? Not us. Let's actually watch some disc golf here. I just want to sit down and watch some disc golf.
There you go.
Okay. You can leave my face on there if you want. You don't have to. So we have Eagle after that burned over tee shot. This is one of the hardest holes to birdie, I'd say. And I remember last year this hole like totally ruined my day. I was shooting hot. I think I was 8 down at this point coming into this hole, and then I double bogeyed it and kind of let it get to me.
Ooh.
Oh, Ben Calloway. That was to get back to even par. And that is not a basket where you can easily run putts. If we all remember Kevin Jones' shout out, what a putt. When Kevin Jones could have won this tournament the year Eagle won 2 or 3 years ago, Kevin Jones had a little putting fiasco.
Did you see
rollaways, bounce outs?
Shout out to our boy Paul Kranz taking down that A tier with Ben Calloway right behind him. Did
Yes,
you see
sir.
That? Wow.
I mean, I didn't see any coverage.
No.
I saw live scoring. Paul Kranz, shout out, took down an A tier against Ben Calloway. That is good. Paul Kranz also skipping the entire West Coast. It's just so far, man. When you're driving alone in a van, do you really want to go on that 30-hour round trip? It's just so much. Spending some good quality time with friends and family, I'm sure. And this hole, I'm honestly a big fan. Beautiful shape. You can just chuck a pretty neutral mid-range at this one. If it's not too windy, it's basically how good are you at throwing dead straight. The easiest shot in the game.
What's the hole they had to put a Mando up because you broke it throwing out over the gallery?
Oh, I don't think that hole exists anymore.
Okay.
Yeah, that was a hole from a couple years ago.
You broke it so bad they took it away.
Yeah, back then, the whole course design was a bit of a bummer because I think Dustin Keegan designed it, and then when they put in the tee pads, he wasn't there to like approve everything. Welcome back to the studio. And I think from what I remember is that they put the tee pads like a couple feet off of where they were supposed to be. And on a course that has so few trees, a couple feet makes a big difference of intended lines and lines you can or cannot take. So, yeah, that line that I threw where they actually had to throw up Mandos was not intended by the course designer. Not another one. Okay. Yona shooting a very good round as well. I thought I saw him up there, I think. Yeah. 6 down through 17. This is for the solo lead. Let me click on Drew Gibson right here. Oh, if I look, that's such a bummer. If I look at PGA Live, I already see if he makes it or not because The live scoring is faster, obviously, than the stream is. So I knew he was going to make it. And that's 8 under par. Solo lead for Drew Gibson. I wonder when the last time was that he was in the solo lead. That's got to be a long time ago. Shout out Drew Gibson. Stepping it up on the course again. He's been dealing with injuries. He's been working on YouTube a lot. He has his own brand, of course. And this is Gannon Burr on a nice little 350-foot par 3, and that is a missed shot. Gannon Burr shooting well enough right now that this is not really going to affect him too much if he just gets a par. He knows he has a lot of holes left to get 2 or 3 more birdies, and he'll be right where he wants to be. It looks like they're dealing with some wind again.
Oh. Kicked?
Yeah, helpful kick, circle's edge. What's Calvin shooting? Eagles 5 down. That's nice. Calvin is 3 down. Coming 1 over in the last 3 holes. And Linus going forehand. Oh, he's trying to go left side, I think. Burned that one over a bit. It's probably gustier than we think. If Eagle gets just a few more birdies, he is right there. Good par save. This hole is crucial for Drew. This is a scary shot. All over OB. You gotta hit a gap. You gotta turn a disc over. It's very touchy. That looks safe. Please camera pan to the spotter. No spotter. I can't imagine this hole has no spotter. I think there was one on the right there and they didn't show it. Come on. But that looked safe to me. A B with a tap and birdie on that hole is pretty sick. That is a good birdie to get. Probably one of the hardest holes on the course. Actually, I can check that here when I go to course stats. And that was hole 13 they're on. Is averaging almost half a stroke over par. And it is the least birdied hole on the entire course. And AB just had a tap and birdie. That's how good that was, in case it didn't look that good. For everyone wondering. Yeah, Drew Gibson's stats say he's putting for birdie from circle 2, so he's in bounds. And these are the famous kind of give it a run putt, but you never expect it to go in. Or do you expect it to go in? Wow, Linus. That's his 3rd one. But that was way downtown. Gave it the height, gave it the chance, gave it the turn. When I line up a putt of that length, I always make sure give it the turn. Because if you give it the turn, it always has a chance to get there because the disc will start gliding. And that's exactly what he did. That's commitment to that Anheuser. Right side. Doesn't get much better than that. Just a little 70-footer for you. For us. Thank you. I enjoyed that a lot. Let's see if Calvin can clean up that putt. I've seen him miss at least a couple from about this range. Actually, this one might be a bit further out. I'm trying to see the little flag on the ground, but I am red-green blind if you didn't know, so I have a really hard time seeing those circle 1 markers. But this looks to be at least 45 feet. If he gets it up, he did get it up. Every time, I'm telling you, when Calvin gets it up in the air and gives it a chance, like it's so rare that he misses left or right. He does have a bit of this push putt where he like just brings it straight up. So every time he misses low, which is definitely his miss, is low. I just wonder, like, bro, like why didn't you just give it a chance? You're like online every time. Just give it a chance. I guess That's a bit easier said than done. I'm pretty sure Calvin knows what he's doing. Who am I to freaking have any thoughts on his putt? The guy's a freaking genius. I feel like AB is about to catch fire. Oh, I'm wrong. Oh, I
Right
jinxed
out of
him
the
so
hand.
bad. Did that miss the Mando?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Wow. AB, come on, man.
That was the perfect commentator jinx.
Yeah.
I'm not a commentator.
What do you have to say for Eagle?
I feel like he's going to catch fire now.
He's doing okay. He's in contention. After round 1 even. I mean, not even after round 1.
Yeah, 5 down through 15 seems to be more than okay right now. This course is playing tough. I feel like last year people were shooting like, yeah, right around 8s and 9s was the hot scores. Keeping it low. Too low. I think this is a new hole. Yeah, I have not played this hole, so I don't really know much about it. We got another $10 here in the chat. Hey, Simon, I don't know if you remember me, but we were at the grand opening at Louisa Lake. I am coming to watch the European Open, and I can't wait. What is your favorite disc golf course in Europe? Awesome R. Or Awesome R. Thank you. It's hard to remember you from your name, because there were quite a few people at that course opening, but I'm stoked for you if you're making that trip to Finland. That is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. One of the best disc golf events in the world. My favorite course in Europe? Probably my home course in Bremen, Germany. Visa Ufa Park, shout out. Just love that place. But there's also a special course in Sweden. In Skellefteå. Or Skellefteå. Very northern Sweden. That's where the Scandinavian Open used to be held. That course started with a par 6. Hole 1. Just the epic par 6 through the woods. Absolute iconic course, and I always loved that place. It's also a cool place because when you're there in the summer, it never gets dark. Pretty special. So AB did miss the Mando, I believe. Where is Anthony Barella? Don't see him. There he is. Putting for par. No, he didn't miss the Mando. This is a cool hole. This is also a Gannonburg kind of signature line hole.
In the circle.
For every player in the field, this is kind of a tricky shot because you have to throw a flex shot. For Gannonburg, this is the preferred shot. That's the kind of shot he throws when he tries to throw a hyzer. He's told me before that even if he wants to throw a hyzer... Oh. Wow, a little anger there, Eagle. Calm down. Lots of golf to play. Gannonburg has told me that even when he's trying to throw on a hyzer angle, it still comes out flat. So, that's Gannonburg for you. I guess throwing flat is a good thing.
What do you think about your logo?
What do you mean?
It's on your studio desk.
Oh, how did you do that? When did you do that?
The chat's been leading me along. I've just been trying to help out.
Oh, at least we have some guy paying attention here. I love it. Yeah, man, that's amazing. What a studio. Shout out.
We got to work on the
European
colors.
Open.
Got to work on the colors. What do you want? German?
Wait, Warren
American?
Led just sent $20.
Wow.
I bet those are for you.
We'll do a little bonus money sound.
Can't wait for your return, Simon, from Ellery Rose. Well, thank you so much. That is awesome. I can't wait either. Even though it's going to be very difficult to leave my wife behind with a newborn and a 2-year-old. That's just not the easiest thing in the world. But you know, it'll be worth it long term. Just keep the grind going. Calvin, my prediction is he's going to miss this $1. No. Oh, I thought that
You're
was going
back
to
to
swing
even.
back.
You're back to even.
Actually, decent bid. Gave it a little run. Gave it a chance. I don't understand with a putt like Calvin where you just kind of loft it up. Like how do you throw it 80 feet like that? I've tried it so many times, and when I push putt, I can literally push putt 20 feet. And everything further away than that is just a wobble fest. Oh, no. Seems to be inbounds. San Diego Disc Golf says, shout out to the guy working behind the scenes. I agree, Matt. That's Matt Graham, everyone. Absolute professional. Way better than me. I'm pretty good at throwing frisbees sometimes. Not very good at anything else. I'm okay at pool and darts sometimes. Let's see if Linus has another one for us. I'm here for it. Low. Looks like Linus is online, though. What is Linus shooting? Linus is shooting 2 under right now. 2 bogeys, 4 birdies.
Jeff Spring is hiking across the course to find a good spot to call into the stream.
Yeah, we're going to get Jeff Spring on the stream. I love it. Gannonburn knocks down a beautiful birdie. As he should. And Drew Gibson got a par on 17, so he's going to still take a 1-stroke lead into the final hole. As Adam puts on a long sleeve and gets a bogey. Sad. I kind of wish I was there, man. It's so sad that the way the timing lined up. The second child was planned. And I knew the timing was going to suck.
Recognized 501
But it is what it is. The comments are funny. AB going full send out the gap. Big turnover. That's an epic tee shot. If you get this one right, you can get way down there. And that was a pretty good shot. From anywhere in that short grass you can do a lot, especially with AB power. Second shot's going to be like a big hyzer.
So on tour, you get a course like this, and where do you rank the fun level? Because I'm sure there's courses that are a grind, and you're like, it's a good course, but it's a grind. But like, as far as fun level goes, does this have any like elevation fun shots where you're like, this is a fun course?
This course has pretty much everything. It has the views, it has the looks, it has elevation, it has the shot shapes. Absolute epic trees. It's in a great location. We're just outside of Portland. I don't think there's much more to ask for here. Yona going to finish at 7 under par. Solid round for the Finn. Also, he's like the youngest looking 30-something-year-old I've ever seen. I don't know his actual age, but I know he's 30 plus. And I always thought he was 24. Some of those guys on tour that look like they're in their 30s, they're actually 25. Everyone's age is backwards nowadays.
How old are you, Simon?
I'm exactly as old as I look. On the dot.
28. No.
No, I am 31.
31.
And I'm turning 32 in November. Brent, little super chat here. Oh, they still call it super chats? Kind of, sort of. Cool to see you doing live commentary, Simon. Hope to see you again at Ledgestone, my local Disc Golf Pro Tour event to home. So you already had Champions Cup. What a double bonus. I was your partner 3 times at Play with the Champs last year. Was an awesome time. Brent, yeah, I think I remember. We were playing at that golf course. And we kept drawing the same names. That was incredible. That was good times. Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Thanks for the chat and hanging out.
Early bird tickets.
Okay.
Available June
Let's see if
1st.
Steve Dodge has messaged me. Nope. It's already 8:19 here on the East Coast. Way past my bedtime.
What is your bedtime? You don't even know anymore, do you?
My bedtime currently is about every 3 hours.
Yeah.
I mean, in an ideal world, it's every 3 hours. In the reality, it's more like every 9 hours. It's kind of sad.
You know what else is kind of sad? I was just looking through the leaderboard to find your name, and you're here with me. I'm like, I wonder how Simon's doing. And I'm getting sleep, so.
How far did you...
Oh!
What?
Right off the rim. Drew?
And he doesn't even know he did that. I love it.
Was that Drew? Or
No,
was that
that's
Eagle?
Eagle.
Wow.
That was kind of a full send, too. Yeah, that tee shot, he kind of burned that over a bit too much, so he's going to be a bit short.
Oh.
Oh, he did know.
One day they're
One day they're going to go
Wait, he
in.
just did that and then he's complaining? What? Come on, man.
One day.
I guess when you're on the course and you're in the heat of things, it's all just different. I'm just sitting here in a nice studio. I can talk and think that everything's like so easy and fun when you're out there. But no, the reality is when you're out there on the course, cameras are on you, freaking best players in the world around you, pressure's on, expectations are high. It's not easy. It's really difficult sometimes to just enjoy it.
Is now the right time to bring up the putter fold? Was that this year? I mean...
Oh, my taco. Yeah,
Yeah.
I tacoed a putter.
Yeah, I mean...
Not too long
It's
ago
all light
in
and
Houston.
fun, isn't it?
It's so weird. Sometimes it's just also like the smallest things that'll rattle you.
Yep.
Like the stupidest things. Like you're playing great, you're in a good mood, and then it can be like one little thing, and it just throws you off, and then it's kind of hard to swing back.
Hole 13. Second hardest.
Wait, where do you know? How do you know that? Oh, there it says it right there. So if I go to course stats here, I go to 13. It's definitely the least birdied. Oh, hole 15 has more bogeys though. That's what it is. But hole 13 is almost 40% bogeys. Or worse.
It's all about the first shot, isn't it? Or is that, I mean, how does this hole play that tough?
You gotta throw multiple good shots here, honestly. But the tee shot is probably the most demanding one because it's just such a unique shot because it's on a slope, it's downhill, the wind comes into play because you're throwing kind of like over an open field. And there's OB on the right where you're kind of throwing straight towards with a turned over disc. We're talking all right-handers here. So you want to go really far, but then not too far, and you got to commit to your angle, but then again, you don't want to burn it over. So one of the hardest shots to throw. I think we already saw this tee shot, right? Yeah, this was the perfect one. This was like a hyzer flip, and then the late flex out. Unbelievable shot. That's also further down there than I've ever seen anyone get down there. Kept it nice and low too. I kind of like that play. Most people go like wide, high, left. Keeps it pretty low again. Gets the skip.
Ooh.
And bullseye. 20 feet, I mean. Told you he's catching fire. Drew second on the par 5. This is a really good birdie chance. If you just get to that second tree line, I think that's okay. I'm not exactly sure where he is there. Is he in bounds? Scores. Drew Gibson on the fairway after 3 throws. One. What? Wait, so he is OB.
Unless, did he miss a Mando on a drive? No. I don't know.
It would help if I paid attention. Shout out. That needs to swing back quickly. That's OB. Adam Hammis is not going to be happy after that.
I feel like he's a player that's going to, the next 2 rounds, shoot really well. And he won't be satisfied with the event, but he's going to shoot 2 good rounds.
I just felt bad for the caddy there. It must suck when you're caddying for someone and they throw a sidearm roller straight OB and you're just, sorry? I don't know what to say. Oh, that's why I don't like caddies, especially if I don't really know them. But that is actually Adam's girlfriend, so they know each other pretty well, I assume. But yeah, when stuff gets heated, man, it can get pretty uncomfortable. Whew. I need to distract myself from that now. Linus throwing 3. So he went OB, but that's kind of where you want to be, like way out there. It's kind of not a terrible play just to go as far as you can, and if you go OB, you have a pretty good chance to save a par. I don't hate it. Obviously not what he was trying to do, but if you're playing for that miss, it's not a bad play. Wow, that's unlucky where he ended up. That's a good drive, but if you're like tucked behind a tree, it seems like forehand is his only option. And with the way that OB shapes up and the trees on the left, highly difficult shot. I would be surprised if he even really tries to get a birdie now. From the knee, and he's probably still like 350 from the pin. Yeah, he's laying up. He's throwing a mid-range, it looks like. He's just trying to turn this over, make it about 150 feet down the fairway. Oh, he went left side. Even more safe.
Word on the street is we may be getting Drew into the stream.
Drew Gibson?
Are there any other Drews? And that's my question, because Jeff Spring says maybe.
I know some more Drews, but they're not related to this tournament.
So, I don't know. We'll see. Jeff or Drew or somebody, so sit tight. We're trying to get some more guests lined up here.
That putt is an Aaron Gossage special right there. Gotta love it.
Also, Simon, let everyone know what we're doing here. After the end of this round, are we doing more streaming for the rest of the event? Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, so this is the only round on my channel. And then we're taking a 2-day break. And then the final round will be on the Disc Golf Network. So if you haven't subscribed to the Disc Golf Network yet, this might be the time to just come hang out and check out some final round action.
And am I mistaken that it's DGN Pro only for this stream? You can do DGN and watch the feed, but not our feed.
Oh, we're pro only?
I think we're going to be pro only. I have to double check that. I think Simon Cast or any of their simulcast commentary, I think is DGN Pro.
Wow, that was lucky.
Are you still spare territory? Okay.
That was so lucky. Wait, so Drew.
Okay. Jeff is saying that he will try to jump on now, as in Jeff, and then maybe in 15 to 20 minutes, Drew.
I'll take Drew in 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Sounds awesome. All right, we have some super chats here. There was a $10 one. Matt, can you scroll up just an inch? Simon, speaking of caddies, you had Jerome and Nick caddy wins for you. Actually, in Nashville this year, Andrew was caddying for me and I won. Who was the better caddy? Matt won't tell Nick if you say Jerome was better.
Won't tell Nick.
Well, I don't really separate things by better and worse because they're just different. And I can't even think of one negative thing to say about either of them. They're both great in different ways. That was for birdie. Wait. That was a pretty good bid from 70 feet. He seemed to be not so pleased. I guess it was very close, so he was a bit like, oh, if you're going to miss it, it does have to be by an inch. Just wanted to say I've been enjoying the coverage. Thank you. San Diego Disc Golf, thank you for tuning in. I've been enjoying it too, and I really just want to watch some disc golf. I'm kind of glad that I agreed to this because now I can actually sit down and watch it. Who knows what I'd be doing at home right now? Calvin. I'm going to try to save par here. I think his forehand has slowly but surely been coming back. Obviously, he's been dealing with some shoulder stuff. Or was it elbow stuff? I don't remember. Everyone's dealing with something. But I'm pretty sure that shorter forehands have been back for a long time now, and he's kind of dialing it back in. No problem for the best player in the world. Or second best. I wish I knew Eagle's bag better. I can't really give any insights on Eagle's bag because I have no clue what he's throwing. I know he did an in the bag video when he first joined the team, but I'm sure a ton of stuff has switched since then. And Drew taps into par, and he's solo leader. 8 under par for Drew, 1 bogey and 9 birdies. That is a very good round. 1063 rated right now. That is excellent. I think if you average that, you will be the winner.
Hey, can you hear us, Jeff?
Yes.
All right.
Can
Let's bring Jeff in.
Ooh, do we have some audio and some video? Let's go, Jeff.
What is up?
Damn, I'm jealous of where you are right now. How's life over there?
Going great. I'm on the 18th green. I just talked to Drew, who wants to join you in a little while, I think. But yeah, it's looking great. And beautiful day, beautiful weekend down here in Portland, or up here. This is like the Vermont of the West Coast, I think. That's how I put it.
Yeah, what do you actually do during like a round like this? Are you on the job right now, or are you just enjoying life?
I'm on the job. Usually the first couple days, there's a lot of wrinkles to iron out when you're, a DGBT, kind of ops lead on site, which for this event, I course designer and like event director, but Brian Cole's actually our TD. But yeah, there's a lot of little things to iron out, but by the last day, hopefully you're doing more enjoying than putting out any fires.
Hell yeah. Well, it's a good place to hang out. Tournament's running smooth?
Yeah. How's it been going on your end? Thanks for jumping in and doing this. You got any thoughts on like who's looking good? Like we're seeing the scoreboard here. I think 9 down was best last year on this track, but we shortened it. We made it a little easier, so I'm surprised we're not seeing bigger scores. It is a little windy out here, so that might be contributing to it. But what are you seeing?
Well, as a complete amateur broadcaster that I am, I've been struggling to follow as closely as I would have liked to because I've been talking to some guests and I've been kind of just like blabbering away. And it's actually very difficult to pay like perfect attention when there's so many things going on that you're not used to. But yeah, no, we've seen some amazing shots. Linus had a lot of highlight putts, and I'm a bit surprised too by the scores. Just remembering from last year, I remember I was playing well on that course until I shot myself in the foot on hole 13. But
that's a tough hole.
The good thing is kind of that no one is completely like taking off. So there's like, I don't know, like 20 players within 3 strokes. It's pretty dang awesome.
Yeah, I'm watching here on 18, watching a couple people come in, and yeah, it's a good crowd. It's spread out a bunch holes, and yeah, it doesn't seem like anybody's dragging a big crowd like with a hot round. So, I mean, it's all going to be determined on East this weekend. But I was talking to a couple players that were like, "Oh, I don't want to get too far back here on West because I love East, and I'm feeling like I'm going to play catch up." So, yeah, definitely interesting scores. I wonder if Gannon's going to get to 9 or 10. Right now, he's threatening to maybe do that.
Yeah, and this is, I mean, no secret that this is one of the coolest venues we have on tour. I think everyone can agree to that. It's definitely I would say this is my number 1 favorite place, so I'm double bummed that I'm missing out on it. Is this a place we can count on for a couple more years, or can you give any insights on that?
Oh yeah, for sure. We're working with them.
All right, joining us in the clubhouse, Drew Gibson, 8 under par.
Oh, do you want to listen to this?
Building towards a bigger event bid. So like we're pretty excited to maybe move towards a major in the future, and the team here on the ground is great. Like they're doing fantastic prepping, and now this course is just kind of like you pop it up. So like it's easier every year for us to make this happen. So it's gonna be great in the future, I think.
Do you want to catch the end of Drew's post-round interview, or are we going to wait till we get him on? Is he coming on, Jeff?
Yeah, Drew's going to come on. Actually, okay. I hear his interview in my ear right now.
Okay, so we hear it in my ear too. We'll just shut him down here, and then we'll wait for him to get on. How about that?
Well, he just said that he can't wait to chat with Simon after he does his Disc Golf Network duties.
Okay, so perfect.
I don't know. We got to get you his number so he can get in here.
I just sent him. I sent him a text with the link. So if he didn't get it, let me know.
Awesome. Perfect.
Let me know if you didn't get it.
Drew's a past champion, just like you, Simon. But that was when we were only at Blue Lake. Do you ever miss Blue Lake being part of this?
I really liked Blue Lake. I guess it was a bit on the easier side, and I'm not sure how much the fans loved it. I haven't really paid too close attention to like the general feel about that place. I think there was some criticism by pros that it was too easy.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing ropes won't fix, right?
I guess so. Yeah, I think we actually didn't go back because in 2021, COVID restrictions were still there. And so the management team wouldn't let us go back to Blue Lake, which is why we came here. And then we had so much success here and moved to the east side that like in 2022, they were still shut down, but it was mostly for like these long-term repairs. So I think that those just got done, and like I don't know that we'll head back there or not, but like it just kind of has evolved in this manner, and it's just been like great success here. But yeah, if we're ever gonna like return Worlds to Portland, we're kind of thinking, should we do like Milo, like kind of Riverbend Gold, and Glendoveer East, which would be pretty cool as a combo. But yeah, just dreaming of the possibilities, because I know Worlds in 2014 was like what got me into like the next level of vision of like what disc golf could be. It was like,
what about a sick layout at Pier Park? That would be freaking clutch.
Pier Park is pretty awesome. Yeah.
Like if you tweak some things around there.
Maybe. I mean, we could always, kind of look into it. Pier Park has been part of the Portland Open on the AM side one year. We're not doing an AM side this year because like all the AMs can play the opposite course, which is cool. And I really like that for here for like the spectator experience. So
yeah,
we haven't investigated Pier in like, since last year, but I know that the Stumptown Disc Golf Club and like Brian Cole, who's our operations director, he lives in Portland. have great relationships with them. So I wonder if a super like kind of pro layout could be made, because it's got the huge trees like here too. It's got like these massive Douglas firs, and it's just like cavernous. It's like a little cathedral for disc golf, right?
Yeah. I mean, that whole area is just one of the sickest to play disc golf in general. And I think a major there sounds absolutely like the greatest idea.
What about this? What if we book Corey Wong to play here next year, and you promise to come back?
I will be back to Portland every time I am qualified to go. This was a unique situation that will not happen again in my life.
Are you sure?
I am medically positive.
How is the new expanded fam?
It's a grind, you know. I'm pretty sure you're going to find out one day, hopefully.
Yeah, probably someday.
It's
sooner rather than later.
Yeah, it's interesting. I know you're getting married pretty soon, 3 weeks from now, right?
That's right. Yeah, coming right up. Coming right up. So as soon as I have to get back on. I'm taking a red eye Monday night, so I can make sure to maximize the final prep time for the event.
All right, we got Drew Gibson ready to join along with Jeff Spring. Let's go ahead and do all three here. We can go this way.
Damn, this is like freaking clutch. Thanks, guys, for joining. Drew, hell of a round, man.
Thank you.
I know that last putt was painful for you, that 70-footer. You want that to go in?
Of course.
Yeah, I bet. No, that looked solid. What was working?
Score conflict on the last hole. That's a good 5. Someone asking us to 4, I guess.
Round.
Yeah, and out of the two courses, how does this one play for you compared to the other one?
I think that more people struggle on the court. I believe it's East that we just played.
Yeah.
I think more people struggle there. So if you're able to shoot good there, it's kind of more of a separator than the other course.
Did you think 8 under was going to be hot?
Honestly, I had no idea what I was even shooting. I was like even through 5 or 6 or something. So I wasn't really paying attention to my score. I was more so just hoping to not shoot 3 over, which I have been doing every first round.
Do you feel like maybe you're back, or what's going on that scoreboard?
I don't know. I think that hopefully there's a lot more golf to be played, and hopefully I could keep playing and throwing and putting like this, and we'll see what happens. But I think it's too early to say I'm back. I haven't earned that yet.
Okay. So tomorrow, I mean, it seems like you're definitely going to be on that lead card. Do you remember when your last lead card was for a Elite Series event?
I think it was here last year, the 3rd round, I think.
Oh, you were up here last year. Okay, so it's not been that long ago then. So how are the nerves looking? No nerves, right? You're a veteran.
I wouldn't say that, but I mean, I'm just happy to be out here, like playing with a pretty healthy body and playing to a little closer to my potential. So not really nervous, just trying to execute the throws and continue to do what I've done today.
All right, most important question. Do you think you'd still be leading if I was there?
No.
Okay.
Good you make answer. It from 70 feet like it's your job. Oh, wait, it is.
Well, I'm really sad I'm missing this one. I'm really jealous. Weather looks awesome. Courses look phenomenal. And congrats on your round, Drew. That's pretty awesome. I'm stoked. To watch you guys tomorrow.
Thank you. Well, I didn't know you were doing this thing, so this seems like it's really fun.
Yeah, my next time doing it is Sunday final round, so I'm taking a 2-day break, but I hope to see you on Sunday. So stick around where you are right now.
Well, hopefully I'll get to talk to you on Sunday after the...
Yes, sir. Have a nice evening.
All right, later, guys. Thank you.
Peace. Jeff, should I be an interviewer?
I think you're great.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I get so nervous when I have to do that.
2 of the 4 Portland Open champs were on that right there. Who else has won? Eagle.
Wait, maybe we get Eagle after his round. He'll be done in like 25 minutes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, definitely get Eagle. He could be lead card right now. He's pushing back up, but he'd have to finish strong. And the back half of this course is not like where you score typically. You got to do that early. But yeah, look at that. It's beautiful.
If I could hire you to make sure Eagle joins me after his round, Eagle has some very odd post-round routines that he might say no. But if you could give him at least a little nudge and say, "Hey, if you want to join Simon's stream, he would love you," please do that.
Okay, I'll try to lock him in. All
right, everyone, we're trying to get Eagle.
I think where is he right now?
Just finished hole 17.
Just finished hole 17. Okay, I'm on the green of 18, so I'm actually making too much noise, I think.
Unfortunately, Eagle bogeyed hole 17.
Oh no, so he's going to be pissed too. There's no way he's joining us.
Yeah.
Hopefully Eagle's 18.
Yeah, maybe he Eagles 18 and then the chances go up.
All right, Jeff, anything else you want to say, or do you want to maybe explain to the people a bit what they can expect on Sunday from my stream? Because you have to be subscribed to DGN Pro, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, so Sunday, the alt cast, we always are doing multiple streams for DGN Pro now. So there's always like an unplugged stream where you can listen to just the natural sounds of the course and the chains. And then a lot of times we're doing this with, different commentators. Like we're lucky enough to get you here for the Portland Open as a former champ and, at least take advantage of a little bit of downtime / uptime on your end.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, subscribe to DGN Pro, and this stream will be available the same way as today. And hopefully we can get the winner on and a couple other guests in. Maybe we'll get the FPO champ in to lead off the show or something. And then, yeah, keep it rolling. So, no, thanks for tagging me on and jumping in and doing this. And same to Staggered Stance and Matt. You guys are killing it. It's been fun to watch.
Thanks, Jeff.
Yeah, thanks so much. And now be quiet on hole 18.
Okay.
Later. All right, perfect. I'm frozen again somehow.
All right, we'll fix that again. Steve Dodge also just texted me. He's in the area.
Oh, is he going to be in studio?
He says let me see. I'll be there in about 10 minutes.
That's fun.
He's going to sneak behind you in the green screen.
Yep.
And come over here. So when you see him come down the stairs, that's the plan.
Yeah, I would love Steve to sit down for a couple minutes. I think Steve Dodge is a big reason why we're here watching this right now.
Gotta fix so many things right now. Your camera, Steve Dodge. At least we're watching disc golf.
Oh, did we just stress you out? I'm sorry.
like, I got a lot going on. I also have to let my wife know. Let somebody in the door upstairs.
Wow. All right, I want to watch AB's drive here. We are on hole 18. What a quick round. That felt oddly fast. Maybe I've been so nervous and stressed this whole time that the time just kind of flew by. Wow. That was a full send. Perfect height. Perfect shape. Missed all the trees, and that is... Oh my. Yeah. No one else is landing there. I can promise that. Maybe rollers could do it. Pretty nuts. This is a fun shot. You have to put like way more power on the shot than you think. This shot plays like oddly far. It's kind of a good thing though, because you can just kind of like commit to like giving it a full rip. Sometimes throwing full power is much easier than just halving these shots. Wow. Just good enough. That'll do. That'll do. So I want to see Eagle's score right now. So Eagle is 5 down. He just bogeyed 17. If he birdies... he'll be 6 under. Still could make chase card, I think. Unless the PDJ number is... yeah, it might be third card. 18 is pretty birdieable as far as I remember. Oh, on the line. That's sick. Here you go, Eagle. That is probably a dimension, if I had to guess. He going full send? He is going full send. That looks like a great angle too. And he hits a tree. Still good. As long as you're past that tree line, there's really not much worries and you're in good position to birdie. Adam will lay up, probably take a bogey. Can AB outthrow me? Yes. Right now, he can very easily outthrow me. Welcome back to the studio, everyone. We are here in the modified Staggered Stance. Shout out Staggered Stance Disc Golf Podcast Studio. Shout out again to Matt Graham, who is making this all happen with the graphics and the cuts and making me look like I kind of know what I'm doing, which is pretty mind-blowing. Also, shout out to Disc Golf Network, who I'll be on their stream on Sunday for the final round. Shout out to the Disc Golf Pro Tour for putting up great events. This is my favorite tournament to play, probably, and I'm really sad I'm not there. But I have so many other things going on at home right now that this break is necessary. But I'll be back next year. And we just talked to Jeff Spring as well, who's the tour director, and he sounded like bigger and better things are coming to this venue in the future, which is just so good to hear. And wow, it really looks like that 8 under for Drew is going to basically be second place locked in. Depends on what Gannon finishes with. I'm pretty sure Gannon has is going to tap in for birdie and get to 9 under. And then if Gannon can get 1 or 2 more birdies in the last 3 holes, damn, Gannon with an early lead in the tournament would be pretty interesting to watch how he does that. Because I don't think, for some reason right now, I don't remember Gannon ever taking like early leads like that. Like a 2 or 3 stroke lead early in the tournament doesn't really seem like a thing he does. I don't know why that just came to mind. I just, for some reason, that feels that way.
I think he says the same thing himself, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay. Calvin Heimberg for another birdie. This will put him to 6 down. This is actually a big putt for him. No problem. And now if Calvin can get 1 or 2 more birdies, that might put him on lead card, which I'm sure he would like. According to Casey White, who we talked to earlier too, those last 5 holes are really the tough part of the course, the tough stretch. So who knows, those last 3 holes, maybe a couple unders, phenomenal. Even par is probably just fine. But potentially, I think there is some chances the stuff goes wrong. I know, especially hole 17. That tee shot is a bit scary. Shout out to the Latitude 64 ads. They're pretty funny. I think we have a guest. We do have a guest. I absolutely love it. He made it all the way from Leicester. That is far.
My family was wondering where I was going.
All right, so you're gonna sneak around behind Simon and come sit in my chair, because that's how we're set up.
I want to sit next to Simon's chair. Ice cream.
Oh, you did? But
Well, if actually you could, if we put a chair there. Okay.
plenty of room in the studio, guys. Don't worry.
The complex.
I totally forgot that you brought ice cream, and I just got really happy.
Oh, good. I was afraid you were going to say you ate something.
And you got the head.
No, I'm starved.
Chocolate or vanilla or both?
Ooh, both.
And I will
They
live?
can't hear. Yeah,
We're live.
They can't hear you, so you
Okay.
gotta talk into the microphone.
I had blueberry cheesecake, but I had to give it to my family.
That's
Really
very
wanted
sad.
Okay.
All right, guys, we're gonna get soon on the mic, and on camera. We're gonna get Steve Dodge, who is probably one of the main reasons we're sitting here right now. Believe it or not.
You are
That's right.
live, and here's your headphones. If you want to hear Simon or anybody else, boom.
I feel like
And
we
then
threw you
talk
into
into it.
this, but you chose.
You gotta talk right into it.
I'm really happy to be here, Simon. You know that I'm your biggest fan, and that's why I'm here.
Wow. Well, thanks for joining.
Yeah.
Ice cream.
And
I'm a
we
fan
have-
as well, of course.
Where's the camera? There we go.
We can't do ads here, Steve.
I can't. I'm sponsored by Friendlies,
Okay.
so I have to. I'm contractually obligated to eat this entire.
We can do it.
I think it's like 1.5 quarts.
That's phenomenal.
But did you want chocolate and vanilla?
Yes, I would love that.
So I apologize. I had a really nice family dinner the last few hours.
Awesome.
Catching up with 12 of my relatives, and I don't know what's going on.
I can
So,
easily catch you up here.
Let's pretend that everybody else is just tuning in right now.
They're on a commercial break.
Oh, they aren't. We're not live.
We're live.
Oh, we aren't.
We're just not.
The
showing
stream is on a
commercials.
break. We are not showing commercials, so we
Oh,
are live.
So people who got pro are watching.
Oh, now we're back live. There you go.
Oh.
We're there. We're
No, people who are watching on Pro are not watching this stream, Steve.
Okay.
We're a separate stream.
Wait, did you say chocolate?
And vanilla.
And vanilla. I put too much chocolate in that bowl.
So I'll give you a quick rundown. They're playing in beautiful weather. It's a little breezy. Force is playing a bit tougher than last year, even though they made it technically a bit easier.
Did Eagle win here last year?
No.
You got to talk right into that.
I was just asking a question.
They can't hear you.
Who?
No, Adam Hammis won in a playoff against Aaron Gossage.
Oh, wow.
And 2
Okay.
years ago, I won.
Adam Hammis won here and the MVP Open.
That is correct.
And Eagle McMahon has won here, but not the MVP Open.
That is correct.
How is Eagle doing?
Eagle was doing very well. He bogeyed hole 17. And I'm not sure what he did on 18. He's probably done already through... Oh, no, he's not done yet. He's on the fairway after 2 throws on 18. So he could shoot 6 down, which would put him in a tie for 8th.
That's pretty... You can't win the event on day one, but you can lose it, so...
He's definitely not lost it.
Yeah.
I will make everyone jealous at home right now who doesn't have ice cream and who likes ice
Are
cream.
we still not allowed to do advertisements?
You even brought bowls, or are these Matt's bowls?
These are Matt's ramen ice cream bowls.
I love it.
Yeah. Thank you. Tell Stephanie, thank you very much. And
Thank
you
you.
yeah, you get your own, Matt. Look what happened to my very first scoop.
That's good.
Good catch.
Man, chocolate ice cream. This not
So
much beats that.
I will admit I am not actually sponsored by Friendlies, but I will also admit that I went to Friendlies and asked them to sponsor the ice cream social at the MVP Open. So it's not coincidental that I purchased Friendlies ice cream. All right, so what's going on right now? We're on hole 16.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh wow, Gannon is crushing.
Yes.
Gannon is the number 2 ranked player in the world right now. He was number 1, then Calvin won those last 2 events. If Gannon, in my opinion, beats Calvin at all, he will be the number 1 ranked player in the world again. Calvin is on the same card and 3 strokes behind. Okay. I'm all caught up.
Yeah, you nailed it. You're a professional at watching disc golf.
It's actually one of my favorite things to do. If I'm not eating ice cream, I would like to be watching disc golf.
Yeah, I was saying early in the stream that how cool is it that we're sitting in a disc golf podcast studio watching live disc golf with graphics and commercial breaks and great players on an amazing venue in freaking Portland, Oregon. And we're sitting here in Massachusetts in a podcast room.
A very good
Just
podcast
blabbering
room.
away.
Thank you, Staggered Stance. And this,
How cool is that?
These courses, do they play multiple courses at the Portland Open?
Yes, there's 2 courses on the same property.
These courses are beautiful. I've loved watching this event, for, I guess, since 2017 or 18. But they challenge the players. You've got to have distance. You've got to have accuracy. They've got woods. They've got open. It's not quite Maple Hill on the West Coast, but these are beautiful courses. And then Beaver State Fling is some more beautiful courses. Wonderful. Welcome to the West Coast. They need more events in the West Coast.
Well, next year they're getting a major.
Wow. Yes, they are. The Champions Cup.
And we were just talking to Jeff Spring, who told us that they're trying to get a major at this course, at this property, in the future.
Which major?
I don't know, man.
Okay. I'm going to guess not the European Open.
Ooh, but I want to watch, good guess. I want to watch...
Is this for Eagle?
Eagle's shot. Yeah, this is for Eagle.
Okay.
Just throw it in, man. Like, what are you doing? That's not a great shot. It's okay. Leaves him... Oh, it looks like it right on circle's edge.
I'd give that 41 feet.
Really? I'll give it 35 feet. No, 36 feet.
Are you looking at stats?
Nope.
No. Okay, you're looking at ice cream.
Well, you can't look at the stats before he putts on video because then that's spoilers.
Okay.
Because the stats are faster than the stream.
So Aaron Gossage, I see, is at -5. Is he playing well? Did he just have one blow-up hole? How's he doing?
We didn't see too much of Aaron as of recent. We saw one big putt like 3 holes ago. And besides that, he's kind of... I haven't noticed him too much. But I've also not paid enough attention. I need to get much better at this, Steve. I have no practice as being a live commentator.
I will admit, I've done live commentary with Terry Miller, just standing on the card. You have to talk quiet, and there have been times when literally the player has turned around and said, "Steve, we can hear you." And live commentary is very difficult. You always have to think of things to say because you have to fill all the dead time. You never want to let the golf speak for itself. That's all I know.
Yep. I know nothing about commentary, to be honest. I stopped being a commentator even on post-production years ago because I kind of felt uncomfortable doing it. And the comment section always roasts the commentators ruthlessly. Was that a word?
There's a comment section?
Oh, we're looking at live comments here.
I don't see any. Simon, do you wish you were there? Is there a party that you wishes you were competing right now?
Yes. I love competing, and this is, like I've said now multiple times on the stream, that it's my #1 favorite. I'll put Maple Hill in brackets out of the list, but because it doesn't qualify because it's literally my home. But it's on tour my favorite place to play.
That's fantastic. Now, why is that? Because of the courses, the spectators, the
all
atmosphere,
of the above,
everything.
It's just have you walked this place, or you've never been there, right? At Glendevere?
I believe I have been there. They used to play at Blue Lake, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and they don't do that anymore.
Correct.
Okay. I believe I have been to this property because they had talked about how great it was while we were there, but I haven't seen this course or this configuration.
Okay.
But I will say I love the people in the Northwest. They, I think, like the people in the Northeast, they are very passionate about disc golf. They have a lot of cold and not great weather. So when they do have good weather, they appreciate it and it make it count. So can you put me on that? Like when I look over here, it feels like I should look at Simon. You know what I'm saying?
I'll have to flip it.
That's not possible, Steve.
So I have to look this way to pretend I'm looking at Simon, but I'm looking away from Simon.
This way.
Hey there, Simon.
Hi.
How are you? Yeah, that just doesn't feel right.
So ice cream is very good.
It is. Do you know what brand of ice cream it is? I don't remember.
Okay. So let's talk about this.
You're talking about the ice cream or the course?
The course.
Okay.
No, the tournament.
Yeah, the tournament. Can you pull those? Oh, you don't have that. Oh, there we go.
Oh, actually, first I want to mention you have an absolutely crazy daily disc golf podcast
Yes, it is crazy.
that I listen to whenever I get the chance, which I almost actually should do more because it's pretty short episodes, right? Like 10 to 15-minute episodes.
Disc golf news and growth in 10 minutes is what we go for.
Disc golf news
and growth.
And growth.
So we touch on PDGA growth, we touch on course growth, we touch on player earnings growth. We do a lot of stats after we do the news. So we hit on the top 3 to 5 stories of each day, and then we cover the news, and we just do it nice, quick hits.
And is it every day?
It's Monday through Friday.
And today is Thursday.
Well, yes, I just recorded Friday's podcast. It's actually up. Friday's podcast is now up.
No spoilers.
I do tell everybody who won the tournament. Yeah. And actually, I will say, I predicted that Owen Scoggins, Ella Hansen, and Paige Pierce would do well on the women's side. I don't know how Ella finished up, but I did see Owen and Paige are on the lead card, which was fun. It was great to see Paige's smile and how excited she is. Holy, look at this drive by Calvin.
That'll do, Calvin. Calvin Heimberg, that'll do. Ella Hansen shot 2 over.
Is Calvin at -6 right now, so -7 with that? And they
Correct.
have, was that right?
Yep.
So they have 4 holes to go? I can't see the through on this screen. But
2 holes to go. They're 17. They're on hole 17.
Oh, 2 holes to go. Okay. So he could get to 8.
He can get to 8,
Okay.
which would definitely put him on lead card. And I think even at 7, he would be on lead card because of his low PDGA number, but I'm not 100% on that.
Okay. So this is just a beautiful par 3 as one of the hole 17.
Yeah, this hole's a bit infamous for what happened to Kevin Jones on it like a handful of years ago. I don't know if you remember.
Is this the rollaway hole?
This is the rollaway hole.
Wow.
It was a bit of a different tee pad back then, but the green is treacherous.
Not for Calvin Heimberg.
Oh, no. Adam Hammis.
Oh.
Is he in bounds, though? Was that like a... Yeah, short inbounds.
So I saw Adam win the MVP Open a few years ago. Is Adam a very streaky player? Is he the kind of player that if he's on, everything's rolling, but on like he's +2 I saw. That's 10 strokes off the lead. Do you know anything about his game?
It seems like he is streaky just for the fact that kind of when he's in contention, he's like really in contention.
Oh, like super focused.
And often I would compare him actually a bit to me.
Yeah.
Like when I'm there, I'm there.
Yeah.
But sometimes I'm just not there.
I think it was either last year or 2 years ago. You either got 30th or 1st.
Kind of like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Adam might be... Adam's won at least 2, maybe more events.
Yeah, I actually played in the World Championship final round lead cart with Adam Hammis in 2016.
Wow.
He was like a total newcomer, young gun on the tour.
So Matt just pulled up some stats for me, and this is amazing, Matt. I think if I had you here, I could sound like a genius. But so this year he has 1 top 10 finish at Waco, and he literally got 10th. And he has 3 events 30 or worst, or worst. Brought worst. 33rd, 38th, and 40th at Champions Cup, Music City Open in Jonesboro. So, yeah, he's having a rough season this year for what I think he's capable of doing, and it looks this start at Portland is not improving that at all. Yeah.
I'm frozen again, Matt.
Well, at least you have a good look on your
and
face.
A very unflattering pose as well.
Should we? I think we should try to freeze our faces in that pose, and we'll see if we can. We'll see if we can trick Matt into doing some magic while we're going.
Okay, you have the daily podcast. You obviously are a big role at Maple Hill.
I'm doing everything I can to let Ryan do the day-to-day. And he does. Ryan is the general manager, and he does the day-to-day. When we have a bigger project, I'll oftentimes step in and help manage that. So, yes.
But you, like, no things happen there without your approval, or do you not have your hand in, like, every decision, kind of?
I do not have my hand in every decision. I walk into the shop, and I see new items all the time. Ryan's doing a great job of of pulling in. Really, he just got these things, birdie. What are they called? Birdie cards or something? Where you get it has little tags on it, and every time you get a birdie on one of the holes, you just rip the tab off. And it's pretty fun. And we have 5 different colors: red, white, blue, diamond, gold, and you can buy the whole set for $30 and just rip those little tabs off whenever you get a birdie. And then, like, if you have the gold one, like for you, in like, I don't know, 100, 200 rounds, you might birdie all of them. That was, by the look on your face, that looked very close.
No, it was very, very low.
Oh.
That was for par, too. So Adam's going to collect another bogey here. Yeah. Go to 3 over.
So
not the day he wanted. He's a defending champion.
At this event.
Yes.
And his average finish last year was 27th. His average finish this year is 24th. And he has the skills to be top 10 week in, week out.
Yep. Yep, I agree.
Well, that was, I suspect that was very insightful of me. Simon,
yes.
you have a nice putt by Linus. You have 2 kids under 2 at home?
No. Emmett is 2 and 4 months.
Okay, so 2 kids under 2 and 5 months. How are you sleeping these days?
I wouldn't even call it sleep at this point.
Do you and Natalia shift off?
We're doing shifts right now. I remember with the first kid, we didn't really do shifts, and we didn't love it. So this time we're trying shifts, and we don't love it. So we don't really know what to do.
That is Are we talking to Ian and Jeremy?
No.
Oh, rats.
That would be fun. Little.
They can't. If they're watching this stream, they can see us waving at them.
They're definitely not watching the stream, though.
But Jeremy's laughing.
But how cool would that be to have like a streamception?
Yeah. Jeremy's laughing like he's listening to us. So
you should be able to hear Eagle.
Oh yeah, Eagle's coming in. Let's go.
Good.
Let's see if I can set this up.
So did he birdie the last hole? Did he hit that shot?
He did
hit
not.
That?
No, he missed.
Okay. Ask Eagle if he can hear us.
Eagle, can you hear us?
Okay, so 1 second.
So the audio works. Now we just need video to work. Matt is on it. I'm so happy we get the Eagle interview. Thanks for joining. We're almost ready. We are live, but we're not officially live, if you know what I mean.
There you go.
Oh, there you are. I see you now. Yeah, this is a first try of the live stream, and we're having a couple technical difficulties, but Matt is doing an amazing job for the first try.
Way to go, Matt. Yeah, I have terrible service here at the course, so that might be...
It's a bit spotty, but we can see you now and hear you well.
The more I stand in the sun, maybe the more radio rays I get to my phone.
Do you have any hair left? Or did you buzz your head? What's going on? Oh, there it is. All the hair is still there.
Maybe not all of it, but... And I shaved my face yesterday. Pre-tournament shave.
What was the strategy behind that?
I just think I look a little less bad.
Okay,
that's
fair
why
enough.
That's why I like to shave.
How was your round? How was your day? How are the vibes? Give us a quick little rundown.
Quick little rundown. My round did not really feel that good, but I feel like I got very unlucky, but also very lucky. So I guess it kind of balanced out. Not an ideal 17 and 18. 17, I threw it in the out of bounds, just never gave it a chance, and that's the one thing you can't do on that hole. And then 18, played it pretty well, but just came up way short on the approach shot, felt kind of exposed, didn't really know what to do, and caged the putt. But generally speaking, I looked at scores. I'm in top 20 right now, so still in a great spot moving into the next 3 days. So I'm working my way back up. Let's just put it that way.
Yeah, the round was 10:42, so not really shabby at all. According to
No,
the
I threw a lot of good shots for sure.
according to the stats, you have 0 out of 8 circle 2 makes.
That's accurate. I had one really long putt today, but that was actually outside circle 2. So that was kind of a throw-in.
Eagle, one of my favorite Steve Dodge here, Eagle. One of my favorite things to do to listen to is when players say that they got lucky sometimes. Can you tell us a couple of times, or maybe it was just one that you remember on today's round where you felt like you got a little bit lucky?
Yeah, I would say probably that throw-in on what hole is that? The number is eluding me. I think it was around 11 or 12. I mean, anytime you're throwing in from outside circle 2, there's
11.
a little bit of a ball. 11. And then, there was a few holes. For example, I'm blanking on a lot of the hole numbers, but I believe it's hole 5. I threw a forehand. It was like 425 feet. And I got the birdie there, and I did not feel like I threw it well. So I would say anytime I feel like I get lucky is getting a good result when I don't really feel like I executed the shot well. And there was a lot of that today. But there was the shots that I executed best today didn't turn out my favor. So I guess in the end it all balances out and everything happens for a reason.
Well, thank you for that. I enjoy hearing, after I play a round of golf, I always try to mention one shot that I felt was extremely lucky. It's fun to hear other people talk about that kind of stuff, especially people that can actually throw the disc well. Thanks for sharing that.
Did we lose Eagle? No. Are you still there?
Matt is saying he is kind of there. He looks a lot like the Staggered Stance logo. Oh, he's over there now. Eagle, are you still a vegan?
All right.
Did we lose Eagle? Man, we're trying so hard here.
I can see his signal is.
Oh, there he is. Eagle.
Okay.
Oh,
I have a question.
I'm back. Let's hear it.
Can you hear us?
Is it a funny question?
No,
I
he's
can hear you
muted.
now.
I can almost hear him.
Hello?
Eagle's saying bye. He's waving. We can't hear him anymore. So sad. We tried. Please keep on dreaming.
Like I'm at.
All right, he seemed to be in good spirits, so that's good to see. I mean, he's just shot a 1042 rated round. No reason not to be. But I was going to ask him, because remember his big cage hit he had from like way downtown? Like from the fairway, he hit in the cage. And after that shot, he said something. And I just heard, what did he say? He said something like, oh, one day they're going to go in or something like that. I just wanted to hear him talk about that again, what he actually said and what he meant by it. Because if you hit the cage from 400 feet, like, how do you complain? I guess I've complained many, many times about that.
You hit the cage from 400 feet and you're thinking I should have thrown it 2 inches higher.
Yeah, I'm like, it's, it's like missing a 60-footer kind of like by an inch where you're just like, what do I have to do? I did everything right, kind of, but not at the same time. All right, back to coverage. Steve, let's commentate on this last hole together.
Yeah, it's really fun watching Calvin come up, and he might be on the lead card with a par. He definitely will be on the lead card with a birdie. Although I will say I'm assuming Heinonen is European. He might have one of those low European PDGA numbers. You know? I don't know.
I'm not sure. It's possible.
So that might be a low -7. So I will say I am rooting for Calvin to get to earn the birdie and secure his spot on that lead card.
Yeah, I wonder if PDGA Live does instantly rank these by PDGA number. 51685 and Yona is 58. Yeah, so they do it by PDGA number.
Okay.
So Randon is in for sure. And Calvin's number is 45. Yeah, so Calvin's in if he also pars.
A par, and he's on the lead card. Nice shooting by Randon today.
Yeah, Randon has been getting a little better and better here, kind of week by week. I played with him. He has all the shots. He just needs to put it together. We all know that.
Right. It's fun seeing him show up and play more consistently over the course of this year. Is this saying at the OTB Open, Randing got third? So he definitely can string it together. Before that, he's in the 40s and 50s. His average finish this year is 35th, but his average finish this month is third.
That is very good. So cool lead card for tomorrow. Gannon Burr, Drew Gibson, Calvin Heimberg. If Calvin doesn't bogey.
I didn't even notice Drew
Ranalata.
Gibson's name up there.
We had Drew on the show like an hour ago. It was amazing.
So I remember Drew Gibson at the Tour Championship a couple years ago throwing like 800 shots in from 75 feet.
Yeah.
Did he have a lot of big putts, or what was he doing
he
today?
said we didn't. I didn't watch enough. Like I didn't see that much of Drew, but he said on the interview that he made a lot of good putts. He made actually a couple really good ones on coming down the stretch. And looking at his scorecard, I mean, besides hole 5, that is a clean 8 under par.
He is a really fun player to watch, especially when he's on. Like from anywhere from 150 to 300 feet, that basket needs to watch out because it might get hit. Very fun player to watch.
Yeah, Drew, very good. He's been injured, dealing with stuff, and kind of on and off tour. I think he moved to Arizona. So lots of things going on for Drew. He's working on his own brand, his company, YouTube channel.
Well,
good to see him play well, though.
It's great to see him in second place. He's played 7 Pro Tour events this year, and his top, he hasn't broken the top 50. He's never finished better than 50th. And much like Adam Hammes, he has all the skills. But you mentioned he's been dealing with some stuff, and hopefully he's going to be able to stay up there. There's not enough room. There's so many good players now. They can't all be up there.
That's right. That's how I feel when I'm in 30th. Where's all my room is what I ask.
There's 29 players above you, and they're not chumps.
No, they're all brilliant.
Hey, congrats on your win at Sunstein.
Thank you very much. Yeah, that was a last-minute choice for me to go play. That coverage will be up probably soonish.
I looked at the scores, and it looked like it was a last-minute choice to go ahead and start shooting well.
I don't make those choices. Those are the disc golf gods.
Okay. But the first round didn't look stellar.
Yeah, that was my first time. I played the course blind.
Okay.
I've never played the blues out there, so
501's a beautiful course, isn't it?
This property is so cool.
Yeah.
The property is so fun, and they actually do a really good job on making 2 really different tracks.
That's for a course record.
On the same property, and that is going to be an absolute tap and birdie.
That's
for
Gannon?
I think he beats his own course record.
It's in bounds, though. That's what counts.
Okay.
So last year he shot 9, and that was course record?
If he taps that in, he will be on the lead
Course
card.
record, 10 under. That's what we're hearing from Matt Graham.
I think that's from Statman, though. I might be cheating.
And not a clean scorecard.
No, Gannon had a bit of a slow start.
Yeah.
But then he threw in on hole 4 that eagle was like from his knee, like an 80-footer.
Nice.
That was pretty dirty.
I hope they got that on camera.
Yeah, I watched it live. I was mind blown.
So this is Calvin for eagle.
Wow, he got there in 2? That's gross.
Oh. Okay. Uh-oh. It's funny I say uh-oh because he's left with a 30-footer. Does Calvin... So you've got your froze face on again. I like that.
That's a bit of a better one, though, at least.
Yeah, you were watching that roll away when it froze. So would you consider that a roll away, Simon? It rolls to 30 feet away. Is that a roll away?
Yeah, what was that? That was messed up.
Yeah, he was right next to it.
Adam Hammes would say, that's a joke, dude.
But what I'm wondering is that a roll away or is that just the way the game goes?
Well, at this point, I don't know. That's just the way the game goes. that sentence could be applied to anything that happens. Unfortunately,
it could be, but sometimes there are things that happen that are beyond
that happen often enough. I don't know. I feel like that roll away is like a 1 out of 5 kind of shot.
Agreed.
I don't like it.
That happens enough, so it just happens.
Yeah, it just happens.
I was playing League at Maple Hill, and someone hit the castle on their drive and literally rolled behind the tee. We're playing Reds. Second shot landed right next to it and got their par. I threw it halfway up, threw it up to the basket, and got the par also.
The beauty of golf, you can play very different games and get the same score.
But that rolling all the way back down the hill behind the tee, that's not fair. But Calvin's got this for the birdie.
Let's see if that roll away will cost him, or if it's just part of the game and the score doesn't change.
If he makes this, I'm going to take a bite of ice cream.
I'm going to bet $1 he makes it.
We both want Calvin to make it right now.
Everyone bet $1. Make or miss. Oh, not even close, dude. I'm telling you, I said it before today. I was talking about Calvin missing low. Like, that's his miss because he's always online.
Yeah. Why does that happen sometimes?
I just wonder, like, just get it up. Maybe. Caddy dip.
So with Adam making that problem, I'm going to go ahead and eat some ice cream anyway. But that did surprise me because Calvin's shot was 2 feet from the basket at one point, and then it decided to get up on its side and roll away. It didn't need to do that. Gannon, with what Matt Graham is saying, is the course record. I think that's a strong statement.
I think it is. Statmando would put it up.
They did, or they're going to?
They had put it up earlier.
Oh, okay.
Saying if you beat -9, I think.
So is it true Statmando just makes up stats?
Yeah,
okay, because I talk to Jess sometimes while we're watching, and I see their stats, and I just make up other stats, and she doesn't know. So.
Wow, that's a good.
Are we going to get to talk to
round.
Gannon Burr, or are they going to talk to the? Is he going to talk to the other guys?
I should text Gannon. Oh, he's going to probably talk to Eugene.
Okay.
Which is us.
We don't need to talk to Gannon. Everyone's talked to Gannon a million times. He gets so many interviews. We don't need Gannon. We want the guys who don't always get interviews.
That's coming from you?
Yes.
Okay, you get interviewed all the time.
Yeah.
But I want to talk to you.
No. I'm doing a stream. That's different.
Okay.
Yeah, and then also 4.
But who do we want to talk to who's just finished? I'd like to talk to Linus, for example. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
Or Calvin shot too well. I guess we did talk to Drew, but Drew isn't up there in that position as of recently, not a lot. So it was fun talking to him. We talked to Eagle, who had like a solid so-so round.
So who's the fourth on that card? Gannon, Calvin, Linus, and
Adam Hammis.
Oh, and Adam.
And Hammis had a very unfortunate round. I think he shot 2 over.
I wouldn't mind talking to Adam Hammis. I think that could be an interesting interview. I'm interested to see what kind of ice cream he likes.
Yeah, Adam shot 2 over. His back 9 until the last hole was a little grim.
Yeah.
Grim is a word they use in America or no?
They do.
They do?
Yeah, like the Brothers Grimm, for example.
That's the classic Steve Dodge joke right there.
And Jeremy's laughing. They hear us, I swear.
I'm just looking at Adam Hammis' scorecard, 2 over, and right next to him is James Conrad, 2 over, Garrett Gerthy, 2 over, Chandler Fry, 2 over. This course ate a couple people's lunch.
I want to talk to Adam and say, are you going to change anything tomorrow, or are you just going to go out there and do the exact same thing but execute? Because I presume he would just say, I'm going to do the same thing, and I'm just going to execute, and I'm going to do better. I'm going to move up. I'm at, what is he, in 60th?
70th, 79th.
I will predict he'll be in 40th tomorrow. I think he's going to improve.
40th is 2 under right now, so 4 strokes ahead.
What I want to do is I want to talk to him before he improves. It's funny, I see myself talking and pointing with a spoon. All right, so this is what we got. Simon, thank you very much for inviting me to join you on this. Is this your inaugural Simon cast?
Sure. Thanks for swinging by. I know it's way past both of our bedtimes.
Yeah. And actually, the way the setup is, if I'm talking to you, I should actually just look up, like Brady Bunch style.
Yeah. Colton Montgomery, shout out, solid round, 4 down. We got Isaac Robinson, 4 down. Paul Macbeth, we know Casey White shot a 4 down earlier as well. Tons of 4 downs.
How did Cole Redolin do?
5.
How did Cole Redolin do?
I have not seen
he's
Cole
from,
at
I think
all.
he's from Oregon. And generally, people do better when they go home. And
I have
they
not
play
seen
near their home.
Cole at all.
-1. So he's in 50th.
So how did you find that so fast, Matt?
Filter by name.
Oh, you can filter by name. So -1. Oh, he tripled hole 17.
Ooh. Okay.
So he was shooting well,
Yeah, he
and then
was.
kind of had a sad finish.
Okay. All I saw was that he was -1 after 1, and then I had company start to show up. So
What do you think about Simon's studio?
It looks fake. Is that real?
Welcome to AI.
Who are the
No,
people behind?
AR. Artificial reality.
Not
No.
augmented?
Sure.
Okay.
Okay, that was fun. I think my notes for the final round stream is going to be that I'm going to watch a bit more disc golf.
Yeah.
Pay a bit closer attention to what's going on. I'm going to have to because it's final round. I mean, it's going to be for the title. Round 1, you can be a bit more loosey-goosey, I think, but it was a bit too much. But it was a warm-up. It was a nice try.
I would like more access to stats. I think, Matt, you did a great job. Once we got rolling, like Matt started pulling up some numbers. I personally love
Well, this is not meant to be like a professional disc golf commentary stream.
Okay.
This is kind of like a Simon hangout companion stream where I just kind of, I can make it whatever I want it to be,
So next time,
honestly.
no ice cream, you're saying?
No, the ice cream was one of the highlights, I think.
The ice cream is too professional.
I just feel
though.
bad for everyone watching at home who didn't have ice cream. Because
Is this
if you
too professional? That's my concern.
If you watch someone eat ice cream and you don't have ice cream and you want ice cream, that's just miserable.
Okay, seriously. Not everybody's in America, but most people watching this are in America and they have ice cream. So if they don't, they have a DQ like a block away. So just go get ice cream. That's not hard.
All right, I don't feel bad anymore then.
Okay. Thank you, Matt. This was fun. And Simon, thank you. This was fun.
Thanks for stopping by. Are we going to wrap this up now, Matt? What do you think?
I think so.
I assume so.
Yeah, I'd say so.
I can step out and you wrap it up.
I think we're good. Until next.
All right, everyone.
When are you doing this again, Simon?
I'm going to be back live for the Disc Golf Network Pro subscribers.
That's me.
On Sunday for the final round, similar time, 6:30 Eastern. And we're going to watch some disc golf. It'll be epic. It'll be fun. We're going to get all the technical difficulties we had today sorted out. And just a final shout out to all the guests we had today. Final shout out to Matt Graham and his studio and his skills for making this happen. And shout out to the Pro Tour again for inviting me to do this. And even when I'm not on tour, finding a way to showcase me and give me something to do. Absolutely amazing. Good times. And I wish all the players good luck for the next 2 rounds until I see you again on Sunday.
I want to say 2 things if I can. I'd like to say thank you to everybody that stayed tuned in once I sat down, because that was a gift you gave me. I appreciate it. And Simon, you are an incredible disc golfer. You are very fun to watch play disc golf, but you're more fun to watch be a dad. Because watching you interact with Emmett, I haven't seen you interact with Mia. But
It's miserable.
Watching
Absolutely tragic.
Watching you interact with Emmett is a thing of beauty, and they are both very, very lucky to have such a great dad.
Oh, wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. On that note, shout out to all dads. Father's Day is coming up in like half a month-ish.
If you have a father, get them ice cream.
Exactly. You're also a father. You're probably also a very good dad. I've only seen you interact with your kids a couple times. I've really enjoyed those moments too.
I will admit I have to buy my own ice cream. My daughter is in Costa Rica right now. She got.
I need to call my wife
arrived in
and
Costa
see
Rica.
how home is doing because I have no idea. Thank you all for joining. Love the chat. Love the questions. And that's all. Good night from Massachusetts. And I'll